Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hey. Hello. It's Monday. It's knit night. I'm Liz, and with me is Therese and our friend Ann Pinkova from Politically Incorrect Knitters, and Mom and Evan, also known as Knit with Joan, and Amy, who's pro-life knitter, and two sisters and some yarn. And welcome. And now I'm tired. So
Good night.
good night. I'm good. It's
Been a
hot
great
here.
show.
It's 100. It's like 113. I'm hot.
I know.
My air conditioning's not keeping up, so
Nope.
Nope.
Mine either.
No.
I'm sitting in front of a fan. So
That's what I
but,
just sent a
welcome.
picture on in Neil's chat. I'm like, air conditioner's on and it's still 78 degrees in here.
Yeah, that's about how ours is.
Going through menopause because I'm wearing sweatpants right now.
Well, I'm ready for that part to kick in because I'm still in the hot flash part. So
Yeah, I wish the hot flash part would end.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking he's got hot flashes. Something
No,
happened.
I've got food in the crock pot for dinner because I didn't want the oven on.
Hmm?
Elizabeth, our friend Elizabeth, who lives in Vegas, says her thermometer says 115. So it's 115 here.
That's insane.
So
Wow.
yep. And there's so much friggin' dust in the air that our limited humidity, it just looks like you're looking through sand in the sky. It's not fun. So hope everybody had a lovely weekend.
Yeah.
It's 89 where I am.
Go ahead, Ann. Tell us what it is where you are.
Oh,
Rub it in because you like to do that.
I
it'll be
do.
much more fun in the winter, though.
Yeah.
It's 88, a totally respectable.
That is a
mid-July.
respectable
That's
heat
respectable.
for South Dakota.
That
Yeah.
is. That is.
That's only 1 degree less than where I am.
That's
So.
like Neil's 88. You know, that's you know.
Neil can stop posting videos of hot people in England saying they were wrong when they said it's not that hot.
He's like, I will die on this hill, and I'm like, come here in a hurricane, and then we'll have a conversation.
Mhm.
I'll go
Oh,
on
Travel
his
Lori.
I'll go in the
Sorry.
underground. He can come here during a hurricane, and then we'll reevaluate.
Sounds good. Travel Lori Jones, she said to you, Jones, she wore winter fleece PJs to bed last night with a heated blanket.
Oh my god.
Where are you at?
Yeah.
Just hearing those words make me hot. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know. I think it's to do the desk that I work at during the day. I think there's like a wind tunnel that goes through there.
I need to get me one of those.
I am cold most of the time.
So do what you got to do. My daughter's cold too, and she's a desert baby, but she'll be sitting on the couch with a throw over her feet because she's weird. So
Well, when I was young and skinny, I was cold all the time too. But you know, those days are gone. So
they are.
Well, we used to be able to do a lot of stuff. You know, as kids, it'd be 1,000,000 degrees outside with a 1,000,000 and plus % humidity, and you're outside running around all day. You didn't care.
right, like this cannot be the same heat that I drank frozen Kool-Aid out of paper cups out of in the hose. Like this cannot be the same heat that my parents kicked me out and I didn't come home until nighttime. This cannot be.
I know that was our life as a child.
This cannot be.
You don't need to come in inside. You can come in and you can go to the bathroom and then you can go back out and that's it.
And I now fully understand and appreciate. Shut the damn door.
We're not air conditioning
exactly.
outside.
Yeah, well, we didn't have an air conditioning as a child, so that would have been nice.
I appreciate
sorry.
that.
I didn't have much of an air conditioner, and our schools did not have AC at all.
No, ours
Right.
didn't.
Ours didn't in New Jersey either.
Mm-mm.
And
Well,
Heidi says in northern South Dakota is your temperature, but in her part of South Dakota it's 95.
Oh.
Oh, bummer, Heidi.
Well, I was in southern Louisiana with no AC, going to school in August.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
They
I
never
saw-
did. They never did, I think, put central air in any of the schools. They just put the I'm not gonna say in any of them, but the ones I can recall and the ones my kids went to, they put the air conditioner like under the window Like I think they build the new schools with central air, but the one you went to, I know what high school you went to. You talking about? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they still have just the air conditioner under the window.
Slidell High. I can
Yep.
sing alma mater if you want. I can sing.
I don't even know the one of our school, so
Where'd you go?
I don't remember. I don't think we had one.
I went to Pearl River, except I dropped out sophomore year.
Okay.
And my kids go to North Shore, so I'm pretty sure they still have the same. I know it's cold because my kids say that that's why they always bring a hoodie, and I'm like, well, babe, your teacher's probably menopause, so she's probably hot. She's got the air cranking.
Give her a break.
And y'all
So
open the damn door all day long.
I was visiting with a family this week, and they actually had little kids, and they're from Louisiana. I say little, maybe the eldest was like early teenager, but anyway, she's like, it was okay this past weekend, like Saturday, it was beautiful. It was like 75 degrees and there was a breeze, and then the next day, 85 to almost 90, but again, breeze throughout. It was so nice, so lovely. And she and this 12, 13-year-old girl is like, can I bring a hoodie? It's kind of cold. They're like, no,
I'd be enjoying it,
bring
but
one
my
if you
kids would
want
have a
them,
hoodie.
but
Yeah.
I remember it was a huge deal one year in high school because the last week of school they actually let us wear shorts because it was well over 100, and we were never allowed to wear shorts to school because and it was we didn't have a dress code other than you couldn't wear shorts or too short a skirt. But that was a big deal getting to wear shorts. Now they wear
thank
whatever
God
the hell
they
they
can wear
want to school,
shorts.
and if you watch cop cam videos at the schools,
Oh,
it's pretty bad.
My son seems to make it a personal goal, and I'm pretty sure he's made it all through high school not wearing pants. I know last year he made it the whole year not wearing pants, but when it snowed, we didn't have school for a week. So I was like, I think you'd have worn pants that week, but we didn't have school. So he will literally be in the few winter days we have in his hoodie and shorts. So I think now it's like a goal. He's like, I'm just determined to make it.
That's my husband. Even when he was truck driving, the only time he ever wore his heavy sweats was when he got the really bad weather in Canada. Then he would put them on. Otherwise, he'd be in shorts, no matter how cold it got.
We had a guy in our Cub Scout group way back when I was in charge of Cub Scouts that would never wear sleeves. No matter what. He was not going to wear sleeves.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that because I don't need to see your underpit hair.
Thank you.
No,
Yeah, that's no.
get those hairy shoulders right out.
Yeah, no, men can be very hairy and, no. Like my kid will, every now and then he'll come to the table without a shirt. I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah.
He's like, sorry, I'll be right back.
Yeah, shirts are a requirement at the table. Sorry. No.
The only exception is outside when we're grilling, if we're like in the water. That's my exception.
That's different.
Yeah.
My son is applied to go to grad school in Reno because he wants to stay in state because he can't afford to go out of state, but he wants to see what it's like to live in winter. So, like, okay, and then he just found out his boss is moving to Idaho and going to work remotely. She hasn't told him this yet. She told his boss. His boss told his roommate, and his roommate told him. His boss told his roommate and said, "Don't tell anybody." So of course his roommate came and told him, because that's
and now
how
you're
they
telling
are.
the internet.
Yeah. Nobody knows where he works, so.
All of China knows he is here.
But so he told her about the grad school and mentioned working remote while pretending he knows nothing about the fact she's leaving next month. And she's like, yeah, she's open to remote working. That sounds like a good idea. I'm like, dude, she's going to know, because you brought up remote working. He goes, nope, she didn't say a thing. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. At least you'll have a job for grad school then. You won't have to worry about it. But just like you realize you can actually get the money out of that stupid pickup truck that you bought that you can actually drive in snow now. That should be fun. What's everybody working on?
Winding balls.
A secret project for Neil.
Oh.
I
Just-
have one going. It's
Is
not
it the
with me
secret
right now.
project that I finished, or is it a different secret project?
It's dishcloths.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to do one of those. I
Yeah,
forgot.
Teresa was doing one too, I thought.
speaking of Neil, before I forget, if you haven't, go watch his interview with Cassie on Blocked Magazine because that was a delight.
Yeah, that was a good one.
She is
Yeah,
so
this is-
funny and smart and adorable, and she did such a good job on that sweater. And it's a great interview. So just putting it out there. Basically, she knit 2 sweaters with all that ladder back
Yeah,
jacquard.
I did not know even really what that is, that method. So
Jacquard. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, usually when you do it, you just do it for the sections where you need it. You don't unless, but that one there's so much space and it's all over the sweater. It was just, I guess, easier to do just to keep
Right.
repeating them than starting and stopping. That would totally make me not want to knit that sweater though.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I'm winding minis for my scrappy blanket. So
Yay!
and I busted out my bestie minis that she made me for my birthday.
Aw,
So I was like, let me put these in there.
sure.
Because I finally finished the wedding blanket present. Thank goodness.
Yay! That was gorgeous.
That was 6 days to spare for Shark Week. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get it done because the shower is the 3rd. So I was like, I'm not gonna that's cutting it close if I gotta do both those projects the same week. I'm like,
Therese,
Yes.
what size needles are you using for the dishcloth? I'm wondering if mine is going to show up the design enough.
See, I always have an issue with. I mean, it's either a 6 or a 7, but I think I want to go down.
I usually do
I
a
always
7.
have to go down.
What are you doing, Amy?
I usually do a 7 when I do his dishcloths.
Yeah, see, I'm doing a 7. I'm just hoping that it seems very loose to me. I'm hoping the design shows up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
I
just
think
for
I've
those
gone down. Some of the designs don't pop as much either,
Right.
So and then when you block it, it will, So
Blocking?
I like to make the pearl stitches.
Oh, all right.
Well, it is cotton, so
Yeah.
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 you can only do so much blocking.
No, yeah, but
So when you take a quick clothes steamer and just do it
Oops.
real fast and
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
well, I have a finished object I can show now because the
Yay.
magazine's out. And it's the cowl I knit, the Sailor Pirate's
Mhm.
Life.
yeah, that was so cool.
So, and then that's
What
one
is the
side. And
background
see,
color?
That's so cool.
it's January something from Sock Obsession Yarn.
Oh, okay.
And then the blue is Malabrigo Paris Night. And then
Because it totally looks like
Exactly.
sand,
yeah, I had this color and I showed it to Neil. I'm like, is this orange enough for count as orange? Because if I'm gonna, I was gonna do black, but the contrast was just too sharp
Mm-hmm.
over the orange. It started to look Halloweenish.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, but it does have a shark in it, so I guess it might count for Shark Week points.
That counts for Shark Week. There's a shark involved.
If
I'm
you do
gonna
it during Shark Week.
Yeah, I'm gonna reknit it for Shark Week because this one's gonna be a gift for my niece, but who's not watching, so that's fine. But she's seen it, so it's not a surprise. So, but that's it, and I'm working on the Elton tee, but I'm not using lace weight because it's too dang hot for that. So I'm doing 2 colors of 2 different fingering weights, purple and grayish. So and that's all I've been working on, other than the secret thing. But I have to rip that back, so that's in timeout.
Oh, that sucks.
It's okay. We have a while. before I need to have it finished. So
I finished the other knit along bag.
yay!
So
I saw your still of the screenshot of the episode pop up, but I didn't have a chance to watch it yet.
So
Yeah, me
here's,
too.
I did.
very pretty.
here's the
It
other
is.
one.
Yeah.
Love it.
And-
Sunshiny.
Here's the one I'm sending to Liz, and then I will make
Yay me!
them like that.
Yay me!
And then I have to make the Shark Week one.
I did dig out. Let me find my bag. I dug out because I remember. Let's see. Hello, look at my boobs. Woo, some of the Who Done It prizes, and I kept one for me and Denise. Was it Shelly that made these? I think it was Shelly that made these, or was it Susan? I'm
I
sorry,
love
ladies.
that bag.
I don't remember which. Wait,
I
did she
got
put
one
the
of
thing in?
those for they're making me go.
I don't
work.
think it was Susan because she
Second.
usually puts a tag right here. I think it was Shelly.
Okay.
And she even put
So
Who Done It and the sharks inside.
That's
Yay!
awesome.
I will be back. They're making me.
So I got my,
I got my bag from Susan.
and I
with the
even have my
shark
little.
fins.
Oh, that's so cool. I found this at I don't know, supply store, and I was
Cute.
like, look, it's fish and sharks. So I'm already
Perfect.
in.
Yay!
I'm ready.
Yay!
I'm excited. Shark Week prizes are rolling all in. And I just like to hold them. You know, I watch them as they go by.
Like, ooh, this is so nice.
That's my
I
boobs
shall
again.
hold on to it.
It's all right though. You know how I love Shark Week. Shark Week's amazing.
It is.
Oh, our this year's Shark Week stationery showed up.
Yay!
Ooh.
Shark Week stationery.
Look,
You're gonna do it.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh,
you
come
know
on.
that I love.
Anne always goes that extra mile. Come on.
I mean, yes, but also I just love stationery. Like
Mhm.
if there's a chance to be like, oh, I think we need to. I'm like, yes, we do need special little letters for the special things, because I love it in particular.
I just want to say that if I win any future PIK packages, I will love the extra step of Anne's stamps, and hopefully she will get the Betty White stamps, and I will have Betty White stamps on my package.
I think the Betty White ones are new.
They are new. They are
Yeah,
new.
the other stamps are because there is a gentleman who has a stamp collection who then just realized that it wasn't worth anything, so he might as well use them. So he was selling them for face value. So there's some cool ones in there.
Ooh. So is that how you find all your stamps? You buy them from people like that?
Pretty much.
And
I'm an opportunist. I'll say.
it's got a secret eBay account where she
Oh, I don't have a secret eBay account. I have a regular
a
eBay
special
account.
eBay account.
But no, the stamps aren't from eBay. Stamps are for someone local.
That's cool. I'm gonna go get me a set. I just haven't bought them yet. So how can you not? How can you not buy Betty White stamps?
Betty White.
You know what I mean, it's Betty White.
And Tara saw the whale named Betty White on her Alaska trip too,
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
which was super cute.
Traveloy says merch for Shark Week. I'm hoping. DK is working on that one. So hopefully there'll be some.
And it's
That's
like
my
I
shirt
gave
to
you a
wear.
form.
I got my Jaws 50th anniversary shirt to wear
Nice.
because, it's Jaws.
I picked up, so I, realized that I didn't actually have a copy of Jaws, and it was only on like streaming services I don't subscribe to. I'm like, I'm not paying for this. I'm gonna get the DVD like a regular person. But Walmart is discontinuing their DVDs, so screw them. But the pawn shop had one, so
Oh man.
I know. What am I gonna do if I can't go through the $5 DVD bin?
I know.
That giant
know,
bin,
that-
yeah.
There goes my entertainment. Honestly.
That was one of the best parts of
Going to Walmart.
Shark or going to Walmart was the DVDs. When my kids were little, especially, we'd find some of the old movies that we watched back in the 70s and 80s. and get them, make the kids watch them.
It was funny when we went to the Lucky Rabbit store in Mississippi for the Golden Girls thing. That place was humongous, and I swear, like every room was just like walking in a time warp. It was just like I want it all. There was the movies, the VHSs, old cameras, Betamaxes, just like old computers, everything you could think of, and I was just like, I want it all.
That's
So I'll
cool.
have to, if I go back, I'll have to look and be like, all right, Ian, here's some old movies. Which one do you want?
My son is trying to find a TV before they all went flat for a certain movie he wants to watch.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, they had one of the big TVs that was like sat on the floor, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh man, my grandma had one of those.
We had one of those.
Back when nobody could steal your TV because it was like,
Yeah.
freaking-
2,000
And-
pounds. Yeah.
Yeah, we had the cabinet that my dad we had gotten, and then he revamped it when he got a newer TV and pulled out the old TV with the tubes and put in a newer TV.
Can you
still
even
no one was
watch
going to steal?
old TVs pre-digital now?
I mean, if you
Because-
if you've got an antenna, you can pick up the local, I would think.
But I thought the antenna was all the digital now. They got rid of the analog.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you have to get like a special adapter.
Because it wasn't that long ago, but it was long enough that
Yeah,
it's
know.
digital antenna now.
I don't know.
So
Oh.
how would you do if you got an old TV? Would it even work?
I don't know.
Maybe chat can tell us. So
I'm
sure
kinda
someone in
sorry.
Chat knows.
Neil's not here because I was reading a thing about crochet and I was looking up Tunisian crochet, and they don't even know that it actually came from Tunisia. That it came from that area, so they call it Tunisian cat, but it was the whole Asian area there and Mediterranean area that it kind of developed from, so they call it Tunisian crochet, but it's not like guaranteed that it's from Tunisia.
Huh.
So I just thought that was weird.
Yeah, that's
know.
interesting.
Off the subject, but can I ask a question?
Sure.
Sure.
How do you go out and still have your like little logo show? Because whenever I
Just
leave,
press your camera.
Oh,
completely out
Just press your camera symbol. Like
yeah. You should
click
have
on
it right
yourself.
here.
Click on yourself below.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Thank you.
And that way you don't have to pop all the way out.
Right. You can mute it and you can turn your microphone off and the camera off and then
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to disappear again and just
go
Yes.
go pee, go get your drink, whatever you got to do.
No,
Cough, sneeze.
I don't.
You know.
I don't technically get off work until 4:30.
Oh, okay.
So when work calls me, I still have to work. And I've been with my job so long that people think I know everything. Even like, what do I do at this at HR? I'm like, I don't know. Contrary to popular belief, I do not know everything.
How much longer you have before you can retire?
Let
What'd you
me
say?
look.
A year and a half or something, I thought you said.
Not that I'm counting down or anything.
So I'd have a countdown. What's it say? I can't see it.
That was like Denise.
351 days.
Yoo-hoo! Less than a
Ooh,
year. Yes, indeed.
Less than a year. Nice.
Nice.
And that's where
That
I'm
was-
planning on hanging out once I retire.
I know Denise. When I saw her at the funeral on Friday, I was like, man, because I said something about the podcast. I was like, yeah, our one episode, and
Mm-mm.
not like during the funeral. Okay, people, we were just talking,
Right.
and I said, well, how long? I said, so wait, how long? Because her husband's her husband worked for the parish and he retired at like early, and then his sister's husband the father of the young man that passed, he worked for the school board like Denise did. So he had retired like roughly the same, a little bit before Denise did.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, when did he retire? When you remind me again? And Denise was like, yeah, it's been, I think she said 3 years or 4 years. I was just like, what? I
What?
don't remember.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like it's been that
Feels like
long.
it's last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
thought
know.
Denise retired before COVID. Oh, sorry, I said that word.
Did she?
I think so.
No.
Yeah,
I don't think
she
it's been
did.
5 years.
Yeah, I think she did.
I think she did.
Because our
We weren't-
podcast is only like 5 years old. And she was working when we started the podcast.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Isn't it only like 5 years old?
Maybe
It's for
she
time.
did, maybe she retired after when the schools opened back up. Maybe I don't know.
But
I
I
feel
thought
like she worked through
before COVID.
COVID because she worked in the main office, so she didn't work in a school. So
Mhm.
they still worked. So even like when
Like
schools were shut
Yeah,
down.
still worked. I didn't get a break.
Yeah, I didn't get a COVID vacation either. But
I'm not bitter.
the only one I got was when I got COVID.
Yeah.
I
I'm still
thought she
bitter
said
about
4
the 2
years.
weeks.
I thought she said 4 years, and I can't remember what time of year it was.
I'm still bitter about 2 weeks to stop the spread.
I know, right? Jeez. When those memories pop up, I'm like, oh
Uh-huh.
yeah, I'm saving those bad boys because my
Yeah.
favorite one is when the CDC stuff pops up and they're like, these are gonna be the guidelines for school, and everybody was like, no, they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. I'm like, mark my words, they're gonna do that. They are gonna do that. So when it pops up, I'm like, look, I was right.
Yep.
Darn it, Amy, we all should have listened to you. And I was so stupid. I got the jab because my company demanded it, but yet I worked from home. So why did I need the jab?
And they still probably would have required it anyway.
Mhm.
Like, what would they have done if you said no? I work from home. They
Right.
might have said, "Oh well, get it anyway."
Yeah.
No, my husband with the VA, they always ask him if he wants it, and he's like, nope. And they're like, okay. So they didn't push it like I thought they would have, because even then when it was happening, they didn't. They asked him, and he said no, and they didn't try and push him. Not even the doctors.
Yeah, they keep trying to give me the booster, and I'm like, I'm good, thanks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What was that?
That's to remind me that I'm getting off work, because I don't know.
I was like,
Sounds
"Damn,
like-
Joan, we
sounds
said
like-
mute it when you have to burp."
Sounds like Fred Flintstones.
That's
Got
why
to go run down, jump down Dino.
Yeah.
That's why I picked that one. Yeah, the one for Pirate's going to come up in a minute too.
Oh, to go feed him.
Yeah.
I don't
my
think he let
life
you
is-
forget.
My life is run by alarms. So, yeah, you'll
Gotta
hear
do
the
what you
pirate.
got to do. Okay.
Yes, I am enjoying. This will be the last year of school crap. So, which
It's
thankfully
nice.
I raised fairly self-sufficient children, so they don't really need, because I'm the opposite of a helicopter mom. I'm like, you better figure it out. So, I mean, but like in the beginning, I'm like, let's make sure he's awake. Like, let's go make sure, But one more year, one more year.
When my kids were little, I had one that would sleep so deep. The only way I could get him awake is to use a squirt gun on him.
That's awesome.
Maybe that's why he's afraid of the ocean.
So
That is a deep sleep, man. Jeez.
yeah, neither of my kids are morning people. John's gotten way better about it, but Riley is not a morning person, so I had to make sure they both got up. So I did not
I'm
want
not
to
a
be the one
morning
of those
person
parents
either.
going to jail for tardiness.
Yeah,
I
I know.
Crazy.
Yeah. Every morning, my husband gets, because when school's out, I don't have to get up and pay attention. So his alarm goes off at 6:30. He gets up, does his thing. I lay there which I could get up and be productive, but I'm like, I don't want to. So sometimes I fall back asleep, and then he comes in right before he leaves for work, because he literally works at quarter mile from the house so he can leave work. He leaves the house at 6:55 and he's at work at 7.
That's
He'll
a good
come in.
commute right there.
He comes in to make sure that I'm awake, and every morning I'm like, I don't wanna. And every morning he's like, I don't either, but you have to. I'm
Yep.
like, I don't wanna. Curse that marrying for love and not money.
Sometimes we make choices, and sometimes, there's some drawbacks to them, but for the most part, they're okay.
Sometimes there's no option.
True.
Money don't want us, poor folk.
Yeah.
All right.
So what else is everybody else making besides I'm making balls?
What are you working on, Ian?
Me? I have a new project with
A
some lovely
new project.
yarn, but I might have to set it to the side because it's a little focus intensive. Anyways, this is her. I don't remember. I think it's Eskimo Galaxy, Eskimo Twins,
Who's
something
yarn?
like that. The yarn. It's Tina's yarn, and
Oh.
I've had this in stash for a long time. And
I'll say I don't even know that one.
it is beautiful. Look at that.
It is pretty.
But it has been sitting there for a while, and I kept meaning to make it into one of my Stardust shawls, and I haven't, but now I have. Ta-da! So it is sitting up very, very nice.
Very pretty.
And
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
oh, go ahead. And then there is my little snowdrop.
Yay.
Yay.
Does Ann
Pretty.
sound robot-y to me, to y'all, or is it just me?
A little bit. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
A little bit.
I'm gonna go smaller
It's like,
needle.
it's like after you talk, it's a little robot-y.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm working on that. I have the lanai blanket, which I'm not sure. I think I might have messed up the stripes, and I'm not sure I care enough to make them. So
It's just a gift, huh? Isn't it? Or is it
probably, yeah. But I'll have
like
to,
a baby blanket or something? Like, cause who cares if it's a baby one? You know,
yeah.
babies aren't gonna judge your stripes. You know.
You're gonna be like, "What were you thinking of with these stripes?" Like, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm not sure. Oh, and I have I started another granny square blanket.
Yay!
Yay.
I love granny squares.
Mhm.
So fun.
I do.
And I think this is gold. I'm not sure if it counts for orange for Neil to be half. Oh well, I don't know the yardage anyways. So
I still have to start my orange project. I have my orange bag, you know, a la the big sister, and I have the yarn caked, and I don't even know if it's enough orange, and I'm running out of time and things. So I'm just gonna
Into September.
yeah, I might just end up making a pumpkin. I'm like, here's my pumpkin.
It's kind of what I did with my crochet octopus, quite frankly, for the white one. Because
Like, here's a pumpkin hat. That's my entry. You know, I mean, it's per 50 grams, right? The entry. So
yeah, well, I'm not even close to that, so I'm not going to have an entry
I'll
like that.
make
but that's
enough
fine.
baby hats to get 50 grams. I don't care. But
So next year, we all at the beginning of the year, we all had to sit down and decide.
we're gonna have a
who's
meeting.
Yeah. Who's doing knit-alongs when?
We are gonna have a company meeting. Secretary Joan will be there with the spreadsheet and the piece of paper, and Anne will be there with her notebook, and we will have a meeting.
and we're all gonna have a talk about this.
I
Neil will
vote.
be sitting
That's what we
underneath
should do.
his Illuminati cloak.
Because I think what's funny is, oh man, yarn's trapped around Sophia.
I
I
have
don't
a
think
theory.
it just all kind of it just happened. Like, we knew Summer Murder and Shark Week was coming. That's a given. But the rest just kind of happened.
That's the
I
thing
think
too.
what happened was because I'm sorry, I'm being really bad about interrupting today. Please forgive me. I
Get your
think what
stick.
happened is that Sock Lady canceled
Yeah.
sock club, and so everybody was like, "Oh, well, since she's not doing it, I'm gonna do it."
Right.
Yeah, see, that wasn't why I did mine. Mine was just because I wanted to watch Golden Girls.
Well, that's the thing with a lot of our knit-alongs too. I mean, we have Shark Week is now an institution. So
Mhm.
wait,
That's all on you though, and we love it. So
I know I love it though. I love it so much. Anyways, July 20th, 27. Be there, be square. But with a lot of our other knit-alongs, it's kind of like, oh, well, wouldn't this theme be fun?
Right,
Or couldn't
right.
we do that? Or, oh, we should do, some knitting for the babies. That would be a good
Right,
thing to do.
right.
And we don't, plan it out for the rest of the year. So
Yeah.
let's hopefully get our poop in a group. I'm
Yes,
not,
we need to coordinate because remember, Anne, we wanted to do another version of our
yes.
half blanket handicap, but that is a 2026 project.
Yeah.
oh, thank God.
Yeah, but I like the idea of us all talking and putting together, put
Right.
forth what you want to do.
Right.
Well, Teresa and I already have a couple things
Mhm.
for next year.
Okay.
June,
I
for
mean-
sure.
Yeah.
June, the month of June. We're claiming it now.
Well,
Yeah.
I won't be doing it.
Says that they might revolt. There's so many overlapping miles next year.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, we know there's going to be Summer of Murder, and then there's
Yeah,
Shark Week.
right.
So those are kind of given ones, and June is just a timing thing with us, and
Yeah.
because it applies. And
Well, like Jones and mine, it's not like you have to do anything in particular,
Right.
right,
So you
I'm
can
just
double,
nosy.
triple dip.
I want
Yeah.
to see what everybody's making.
Yeah.
But I have to give the hashtag back. So
You have to what?
apparently knit with Joan was a hashtag that was already being used by somebody who designs knitwear.
Oh.
And
Okay.
if you type in search hashtag knit with Joan, something else comes up. Somebody else. So I'm gonna have to think of something else. And plus this year it was just because we lost Joanne's.
Yeah, but I mean, first of all, hashtag searching on Instagram and stuff, it doesn't work that great.
Doesn't work anyway.
That's why I tell people you need to tag 2 scissors and some yarn if you want to have your entry count, because I cannot promise you I can find the hashtag. And second of all, you can use whatever hashtag you want. You don't own the hashtag.
I know, but
I'm a hashtag it harder now.
It's not like it's color or something.
let me tell you something.
not like it's orange.
If that poor woman wants to look up knit with Joan, nothing. I don't think anything that shows up is hers.
Well, then she should have done
And
more
she's
with it
not
when she had
using
it.
enough. If she's
Exactly.
using it, it's because it goes by recent.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, if
it
she sends me a cease and desist, I will cease and desist.
goes- she doesn't
you
have a trademark.
and desist.
I don't know.
And even a cease and desist is not worth anything. So
Well, I did it. I did it because Joanne's was leaving,
right.
and my
That was the whole
husband said, knock off that last N,
right.
and you can do your own thing. And I was like,
Right.
oh. So I don't know if it would be that popular next year. And in it,
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. No.
I mean-
Did she say stop using the hashtag, or you're just saying?
I'm saying because when
Oh well, if
If
she
you-
hasn't said anything, just you.
Yeah.
You know,
Let me-
it's like I use the hashtag when I post quotes. Be kind. Do you know how many other people out there
Right,
use the
right.
hashtag? Be kind. So you know,
Now, if you're using it to try to keep track of the entries,
yeah.
I mean, in that case, I would but that's why I tell people tag at me. It makes it not the hashtag, the actual @ symbol to make it count, because then I go like the picture, and if I have hearted it, that means I saw it and you were entered. But you're only doing it like the one time.
yeah.
So
It says there is a summary on it that says Joan, also known as Knitwear by Joan, is a knitting pattern designer and author who shares her knitting journey and latest creations on social media.
Is that an AI summary?
that sounds like an
Yeah,
AI
robots over
summary.
there.
Well, guess
So-
what? You are also named Joan, and you knit, and you share your stuff on social media.
And
So
Apparently have more people that use that hashtag.
yeah, So
Speaking of AI, does it bother anyone else that people have to use AI to determine if something's AI? Like,
Expecting the
Think
robot
about
to
it.
develop itself.
I mean, how do
What do
we
you
know the
mean?
AI is not lying? Well, a lot of people will use AI to determine if a photo or a video is real or not.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen
it's a
I've
thing.
seen people say, there's like, oh, this is an AI filter, that if you put the picture in here, it will tell you if it's AI or not. And they put real pictures in there and they say, yeah, it's AI.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, how we don't
Oh
even
my
know how
gosh.
accurate it is, and people use AI to determine if something's AI. Like when the robots revolt, they're just going to lie to you.
That's it, people. We're not going to survive. That's it.
No.
John Connor was right. Cap it up.
Well,
We're done.
Well, when the
Wow.
kids try to put us all in nursing homes, we can outsmart them by using cursive handwriting.
I know, right?
And landline phones,
Yeah.
dial up.
Stick
And
shift.
typing.
Yeah.
Bring me a typewriter, son. I got a message.
Well, that's what this comedian said one time. She's like, "It's okay. We'll be okay. We can write notes to each other in cursive,
Yeah.
and we can read a map."
Yeah.
And so
Drive a stick shift.
Well, I can't.
I made my boys learn how to drive a stick shift. Not that that ever came in handy for them, but
Nobody would ever sacrifice their car for me to try.
It nearly ended my relationship with my dad for a while when he taught me how to drive the stick shift. It was not pleasant for either one of us. So, and it wasn't great for the clutch on his car either.
That's why I'm saying my friend.
But I
my friend
learned.
tried, and I think I got it like down the road, and I mean like the gravel road that led to the real road. I don't think I ever got it a second. And she's like, "Okay, this car has to last me the rest of high school. I need you to stop."
My son learned because his first car was a stick shift, but my father-in-law was teaching him, and he got out of the car because he was going to tell him to do something, and my son drove off and left his grandpa in the neighborhood somewhere, and my father-in-law walks home and goes, "He left me." And my son's like, "Well, it was a hill, and I was afraid if I didn't keep going, I'd start going backwards." So yeah,
That's funny. Yeah, no, I never learned. My husband can obviously drive because being a mechanic, obviously he, needs to know how to do it. But
the math
he said
thing is the main thing.
It's not nearly as common to get one, as it used to be.
Mm-mm.
Well, it's because they're pushing all the electric cars and stuff.
That too, but even
Yeah.
like his Corvette that he got, which is an 06, less people think I'm like uber rich or something, but a lot of people want a stick shift Corvette, and I think he told me something about the latest one. Either they weren't going to make it a stick shift. I thought he said they were phasing out the stick shift, and I was like, "Really, on a Corvette? Like that's vroom vroom, I mean, that's kind of the one you'd want to go vroom vroom on the stick shift."
You'd think for cars of people who really love to drive that would be pretty standard.
Yeah, I can't remember what he told me about. I could be wrong. I could be misremembering what he said.
When my son had his, and he'd have to drive all the way back to school or to Utah and stuff with it, he liked it, but he said it's very tiring to drive it long distance.
Which I wonder, how all these cars have this stupid stop-start thing, which they are finally realizing is terrible for your car. Yeah. I mean, can he even have that on a stick shift?
I don't.
Because aren't you, when you are in neutral, aren't you kind of not in that kind of the same principle? That you're not, you got to shift it to make it go. It doesn't automatically do it.
Yeah.
So can you even have a start-stop thing with a stick shift?
Would start, and then you'd have to put it in first.
That's what I'm saying. I don't drive stick, so I don't. But you know what I'm saying? Don't you put it in?
It just seems like too much steps to.
When you come to a stop in a neutral, in a stick shift, don't you put it in? Is it still in drive?
Mm-hmm. No. Whenever I would stop my stick shift, I would throw it I'd throw it into neutral.
Well, you can, or you can just.
Or you could just keep your foot on the brake on drive. but then you still have to shift it when you start going again. So I'm wondering, that's what I'm saying is I wonder what stop start technology can even, if you can even do it with stick shift is what I'm trying to say.
I don't know.
Yeah, because the thing is when you start up again, you're going to start off in first gear.
Right.
You have to change gears anyway. So whenever
Right.
I stop, I would just put it out of gear so I could put it in first.
I don't know what I was thinking about. I hate that feature. That is just like, we need to get me another car and I'm like, and I don't like new cars, so I doubt we're getting a new car. I've never owned a new car in my life because just why would you pay that much? Look, it's like buying a house, you know. But even going back just a few years, they have it, and I'm like, if you can't turn it off, I don't want it, you know. Like you better be able to push the button and turn. But I don't want to have to turn it off every time I get in the damn car either.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that a thing?
What do you have to do?
Like the start stop feature, some cars won't let you turn it off.
Right.
Like you cannot turn it off. Some cars, there's a button you can push, and every time you start your car, you can push the button, and then it will not activate that feature.
And I gotta say, I am so judging people who have that feature. I am next to you in your car, and your car shuts off. You're not even in control of your own car. Come on.
But they're
now.
like, so I've seen like, because I guess my husband's algorithm is messing with mine, so I every now and then see like mechanic-y crap on YouTube, and I'm like, and the guy's like, yeah, like all these cars, their starters are going out, and it's ruining the batteries and the engine. I'm like, duh.
Yeah.
Who didn't know that would happen?
Right.
It's like you're stopping and starting your car 25 times when you would normally
batteries-
do it once.
Yeah.
Batteries don't even last that long here because of the heat.
Right.
You got to replace your battery every like year or so
Mhm.
in some cars
Oh, that's crazy.
because it just, it's just so hot and and
But the fact
windshield
that you can't
wipers.
turn it off on some cars, like no, don't tell me what I can and cannot turn off on my car.
Yeah, when okay, so I am almost never in a new car because we ain't that bougie.
Same.
But we when we were in France, we rented a car, and it had so many nanny features. And I get that rental cars, if you drive where you're not supposed to, they will turn off. We did not do that, but like I've heard people like if you go, you're like, no, I'm going to keep it in country, and you don't keep it in country, and the car will just shut down if you
Really?
Oh, I don't like that. like
but this car, I'm like it was like an MG something, terrible car, but we were very happy to have our own car. Like the American in my soul was so pleased to get off public transport, and you're like, oh, thank God, we have our own vehicle, we can go where we like without other people. It's amazing. But no, that there was like all of these little blinking, like if you went above the speed limit, like just a little bit, it would beep at you the whole time. It would do this. It would.
When my husband was driving the 18-wheelers, some of the trucks had what's called governors on them, and it would govern how fast you can go, supposedly to save gas and stuff. And he always liked it when he worked for someone who didn't have that, because when he's driving up the mountains from here to California, in some places, and up Donner Pass and stuff like that, you need to be able to get as much power as you can to get up.
Right. You go up a hill with a big truck, yeah.
Oh yeah, the new trend of making you pay extra to use features that are already available in your car.
Yeah, that's what's insane. He was telling me something about, I don't know what vehicle it was, but there was some lady brought it in, and it was past the warranty time because he doesn't work at a dealership. So, cars are usually not brand new when they come to him. So it's past the warranty time. And I forget what it was that was wrong. And it wasn't like serious. It wasn't, and I mean like Sirius the radio, not like it wasn't serious. It wasn't like your GPS or your Sirius radio or some frivolous, entertainment thing. It was something to do with like a pivotal part of the car, either maybe air conditioning, maybe heated seats. It was something that you would like to have and you wouldn't think would be a subscription or payment service. And if you didn't keep paying the thing, it didn't work on the car. And I was just like,
that is like actually evil.
Yeah, I'm like, if you
it's like your car has an HOA.
Well, and like a lot of different things, like, oh, if you don't use the app, it doesn't work. Or
yeah,
like, okay,
it was something like that.
Like, my mom's printer will not work unless you're a part of the subscription service and you
I
have
can't
to
get
buy
mine to
ink
work
from them.
anymore.
See? And it's like, I paid for this printer. I should be able to walk into Walmart or anywhere else and buy ink whenever I want it and it
Yep.
not be a subscription
No,
service.
it's HP, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, it's okay. Your printer will, alert the system when you need more ink, and it'll be sent automatically. I'm like, no.
No.
I don't want that.
No. Like there are some cool things that's a thing for. Like at work, we have the big plotter printer, which even that doesn't even send a notice. Even that just pops up, and I have to scan a QR code and say, okay, I need more of this ink, and I need more of this paper, and I need more of this. And then our regular printer, it connects to a thing. But that's because you're paying per, like, you lease it and you pay like per page or whatever. It's
Right.
you just provide the paper. They send you the ink and it's part of your lease program. That's all fine, well and good for a business. But like I bought this flipping HP printer and I'm like, it worked fine. It was hooked up. I had the stupid HP instant ink thing on it. And then just one day it just stopped working. It would not connect. I tried rebooting everything. I tried pulling off the drivers. I did I'm not stupid. I've been around since before the internet. I know how to do this stuff. I could not get it to work. Could not get it to work.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go in, and then you have to go in and cancel your stupid HP.
Yeah, because you're still paying for it, of course.
Because it's not going to stop charging you. Just
Yeah,
it
doesn't alert HP when your printer no longer works. So you can stop paying for their system. Yeah.
Right. It's not like, oh, hey, you haven't printed anything in 6 months. Let's stop charging you the $3.99 a month. No, it's going to keep charging you the $3.99 a month until you tell it to stop.
That's crazy.
The robot so much control.
The only thing that I have like that is my car. If something goes behind me as I'm backing up and I don't see it, it will stop my car. I cannot continue.
I don't even like that. Like beep, that's fine. Give me a camera, cool, but do not stop my car. Because I tell you what, if I am running from something and a bad guy's behind me, I want to run over his butt. Okay?
Clearly, the people who put these things in have never been involved in a true crime episode.
Right. That's
because they would know.
At work, the fire marshals came by, and I'm like, hello, fire boy, why are you here? We didn't call you. And he just showed up. And he's like, yeah, we're just checking the buildings. Da, 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 da. Well, we don't show that we've ever come here. And I'm like, well, it's been here since 2006. So I don't know where you've been, boo. But so, and like the year before, the actual fire department came. And he was like, yeah, we've never been here either. So we want to draw a map and make sure we know that, like, okay, if a fire comes, we know where to come get you. Okay, I'm down with that. That's cool. Like, you need to know where to come look for the bodies if, a fire comes. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Fire marshal boy said, oh, you need to do this, 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 and this. And one of the things he said you needed to do was to change the lock because we had a key kind of lock. And now a couple years ago, we asked the security guy, can we not have one of those lever locks? Because there are times when people approach the building that I'm like, oh no, not today, baby. And I need to go lock the door because they're not in the greatest of areas sometimes. And they're like, oh no, you can't do that because they could break the glass, reach around and get in the door. And I'm like, dude, if they want in, there's a whole wall of windows. All they have to do is break the windows. They're going to get in this building if they want to get in this building. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But then Fireboy tells me that we have to have the lever locks. We can't have the key because you're supposed to be able to leave the building at any given time without any obstructions. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to need a key. So the front door stays unlocked all the time anyway. And I'm like, so he's like, so that needs to have a lever. And I'm like, but it's unlocked. If it's unlocked, I can just push it open and leave. Like, what do you mean I have to change the locks on everything? So then we had to go through spend hundreds and hundreds, almost $1,000 to do all this stuff to the doors and stuff, which guess what, Fireboy? That door's going to be locked even more than it used to be because it's far more likely that I am going to get mugged than there be a fire.
Makes you wonder who gets kicked back.
Now I can walk up and go click and I can lock it instead of having to get a key. Because I've had like some scary people come in the building, like, and I'm alone a lot, So I'm sorry if I'm alone, I'm just getting locked.
Sounds
I'll
like
run out the back,
trying to push his power around.
Well, and he's like, our only concern is about fire, is people being safe from a fire. I'm like, that's cool, dude. but statistically not how I'm going to go down here. Okay, how I'm going to go down here is scary homeless man's going to come back.
Yeah.
He's not going to set a fire.
And he's not going to set a fire, but he might mug me because I couldn't
What
get
part
rid of him
of
the
this-
last time he came.
What
So
part of the city are you in, Amy?
not that far from Slaughter High,
Oh, okay. Really?
across the railroad tracks, like you're going to the old mall.
I thought you worked in the city in New Orleans.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Okay.
Oh no, she avoids that.
God, no. Most of the jobs are in the city, but I don't have to work in the city. No, it's right near Camellia Cafe. It's like no, it's probably about 2 miles from Slaughter High.
Okay. Wow.
But it's not in the greatest of area, and I've had some scary people come by, and
And see, when I went to school there, that was the good area.
well, it's not a terrible area, but once you cross those railroad tracks, there's quite a few blocks there that are a little
sketch.
a little
Mhm.
sketch.
Got it.
Little sketch.
Yeah, with the rule things, and hey, it's the bizarre arbitrariness, and you absolutely must or you cannot continue. There's no argument, there's no second or third option, and a lot of that with the computer stuff too, that I'm like, can I go around this? Can I enter this a different way? This part is absolutely not working. It's like, well, there's no other way then. You couldn't possibly move. It's kind and again, a totally different area, but have you ever walked into a restaurant and they will only let you order on your phone? I'm like, I'm not downloading the app to order. I have cash.
Yeah.
Take my cash and give me the smoothie. That's all I want. I don't want another process.
Right.
And
don't make me scan a QR code for the menu.
We had
absolutely not. And okay,
had
like
that in
Taco Bell.
Disney World. We had in Disney World, and they lost our order, so we're sitting there forever waiting.
Yeah, and only the phone works, and only thing. The other day, so I walk into Taco Bell, as I often do, because I love Taco Bell. Okay, their stupid little touchscreen thing did not have the burrito order I wanted. You can look, you can turn around. It's there on the screen. It's there on the drive-thru. And I'm like, look, I know Taco Bell only has 5 ingredients that they mess around, but just give me the meal that I want that isn't on this touch screen. I had to find a human. I'm like, I know this is stupid, but
the
it's
burrito.
right.
You're not asking for chicken nuggets and fries at Taco Bell.
No, I'm not.
have
I'm
chicken nuggets now.
Yeah, they have that now, don't they? Do they have the
They do.
fries, though?
They do have spicy.
They have their
Sometimes they have the spicy fries, not all the time.
yeah. They we had them the other night and they did not make my order correctly.
On a somewhat related to knitting note on Taco Bell, I promise there's a process. So I've been spending more time on Reddit just cause, which I will say the most delightful corner of Reddit. Do you want to know what it is? The Golden Girls fandom. It is absolutely delightful. Nobody's nasty. Everybody just loves the show. That is a little happy place on Reddit. If you just want a little happy place on Reddit, go to the Golden Girls subreddit.
John Mayer is pretty good.
Well, anyway,
Totally interrupt you.
wait, I got a Taco Bell point.
Go,
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
So I do still peruse Craftsnark, and did anybody else see the stuff about Mezzo Makes, which I had never heard of her,
Yes,
and her
I did.
Baja Blast yarn?
Yes, her Taco Bell yarn. I saw that.
So apparently, and I have never heard of her. I didn't know who she was, but apparently this was like a whole big thing that she kind of pulls the little, doesn't deliver her yarn, and then something about there was an infestation at some point. But yet she was finally sending out this yarn. These people were waiting like, what was it, like 19 weeks or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that for this yarn. And it's supposed to be Baja Blast, which, I don't think you call it that because you can't call it that. But so it's supposed to be like the Taco Bell inspired
Colors.
yarn. The pictures these people are putting up, like, I'm not going to say the comment I made because then somebody would figure out who I am on there. But this thing was like, and honest to goodness, it was a pretty yarn. It was a pretty yarn. But I have seen that yarn before. Molly Klein Design has a yarn like that. And I don't remember what it's
That's
called.
where I've seen it. That's where I've seen it before.
That's where it's
Okay.
a pretty cream color, and she's got it's like purple and blue and maybe a little bit of pink. And I forget what she called it. But
did you see the one where the person posted the colorway of that they'd gotten the year before, and it was like neon
no.
compared to what they were sending out? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that part. But like, so she apparently like ghosted all these people for a long time, and apparently she would make all these stories on Instagram where she pretty much like flipped everybody off and like told them basically go F yourself while they're all waiting like 20 weeks for this yarn. And so when people finally started getting it, and they're like, finally, I get it. And they posted pictures, and I'm like, okay, it's pretty. I mean, I would like the yarn. I would buy and use the yarn. But I'm like, it doesn't look like you Taco Bell Baja Blast. You're thinking like the colors
Yeah.
are in your face, you know,
Colors
that,
are
that
bright.
they're going to be like, you know, obnoxious, you know.
Mhm.
This thing was like pretty, but
Pastel-y and
yeah, pastel-y.
Yeah, Taco Bell is
So-
a lot of things. It ain't pastels.
Right. So your Taco Bell comment made me think of that. So, and I don't know who she is, and I've never heard of her before, Craftsnark. So we'll have
Me
to see
either.
how that goes. But so sorry, that was my Taco Bell story.
Oh, totally. Well, Lizzie in the chat, she says, I don't like when you try to buy something and they want all your personal information.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
totally. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, can I have your email address? I just started saying no.
Yeah. I just
They
said
look
no,
at you like, what? And I'm like, no. No, you
Yeah.
don't need
unless it's getting me points off or cash
Right.
off, you don't
Right,
need my email.
right.
care if it gives
Like-
me points off or cash off at this point. I don't use the Taco Bell app. I would probably have Taco Bell points on that Taco Bell app, but I don't care. I'm not downloading it.
No,
Screw
but I mean, when I used to go to Michael's, they would ask for your email
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you had the Michael's account because then you got more coupons.
Right.
I'll do some of
So-
those things, you know, like Chick-fil-A.
That
or
made
Michael's or
that
whatever,
made
but-
sense. But at a fast food place, no, you don't
Right.
need to.
Like, okay, you need my phone number. If I'm placing a to-go order, sure, you've got to call me. That's fine,
Mhm.
you know, but
Amazon just showed up.
you don't need my
Lovely.
email address.
And that's one of the things too. It's like once I say yes to the Taco Bell thing, it will have me order through the app, which I hate
Right.
more.
Right. Hand's gonna go down. No.
It's like, look, well, we were talking about living through the COVID crap earlier, where everyone would be like, I'm sorry, you have to do this, you have to do that. There has to be a plastic shield, you have to do a mask. And I'm just like, no to everything. You know, I've
Yeah.
done that. I know that sounds like a different thing, but making stupid, arbitrary rules on how I do commerce when it's like I have cash in hand and I would like
Right.
product.
Right.
You know, anything that gets in between me and you and me getting a taco, right out. I'm against it.
Sounds good to me. I watched this Cop Kim video, and these people are dumb, like so dumb. Like when they explained to them, you walked past the double doors, you passed all points of sale, it's considered shoplifting. But I was just in the lobby waiting for someone to pick me up. But you didn't pay for the cart full of stuff that you took out in the lobby. And this woman from India gets caught, and she was in the Target for 7 hours.
Oh, I saw that.
And they were watching her on video the whole time, and then she kept getting close to the door, and then she'd back off, and they thought she was trying to see if it would beep. And then the entire time, well, I can't just pay for it. This is wrong. Just let me pay for it. I'm sorry, let me pay for it. And the cop was getting fed up, and she's like, "No, you've said that already. I don't want to hear it anymore. Stop." Well, what am I going to do? I don't want people to know. Well, that's not my problem, lady. You shouldn't have stolen.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I wish you wouldn't call it stealing. And God's like, but it is. Like,
Well,
you
it's
know,
not borrowing.
but I was going to pay for it. And the guy's like, but you walked out the doors.
Yeah.
Like, and some of these people are dumb because the employees don't realize that the employer has cameras on them too.
Right.
Everything is on camera.
Yeah, everything.
Like this one, and it was creepy. I think he was trying to groom the kid, but I don't even know what kind of business it was, but this guy had stolen his boss's wallet, and they had him on camera. He had taken the wallet, moved it to another room, brought it back, and left with it. The boss was like 21 years old. The employee was like 60. And the boss came in because it was his day off because they checked the cameras, and that's where his wallet was. And his boss was like, what happened? And he goes, I don't know. This guy's creepy. He sends me weird messages. He wants to hang out with me all the time. And he goes, he's 60. I'm 21. We have nothing in common. I think he likes the kid and he's kind of stalking him.
Ugh.
So he took his wallet and had cash in it, whatever. And he's totally denying it. I have 2 jobs. They're like, we have you on camera, but I don't need his money. Why would I take his money? Because you have it on camera. Like, and they're like, so do you have his wallet? I don't have his wallet. I don't know where it is. And the cop's like, okay, well, we're going to jail. He goes, no, if you told me where the wallet was, maybe we could just give you a summons to court. We'll see what happens. And he tells him it's in his storage unit, and he gets it back. He goes, oh, it was just a prank. He goes, stealing someone's wallet's not a prank. Oh, you didn't prank anybody when you were a kid? Yeah, but it wasn't stealing their wallet.
Right.
And he kept goes, well, I have 2 jobs. And the owner's sitting there behind him going, not anymore.
Not anymore. You only have one.
Only one job.
Maybe.
And also, was this like a plan to lure someone somewhere? Because that's kind of what it sounds like.
Yeah.
That sounds like,
he goes, well,
I found your wallet and I wanted to keep it safe, so it's in the storage
well, that's what he
unit.
was going to do a
Come
few
with
days
me to
later.
the storage unit and
Well, he claimed he was going to give it back in a couple days and pretend he found it. But I got really creep vibes. And this kid, I mean, yeah, he's a grown man. He's 21, but 60 to a 21-year-old, kind of creepy.
Yeah. That sounds like he was going to Dexter his ass in that storage unit or something.
And he was just like, he goes, I just don't understand why he would do this to me. I'm like, well, because there's bad people out there. And when they're not out there hurting their children, they're doing other bad things. And people are awful and hilarious, because they should have police substations in every Walmart.
Man, I heard something.
Then they wouldn't have to take him. They wouldn't have to take him very far.
It might have been Walton and Johnson. I heard it on this morning that apparently, like in the last couple days or weeks or something, they had a brawl so bad in a Baton Rouge Walmart, like they had to evacuate all the customers out the back of the Walmart, and they were hiding behind a trailer. And
Wow.
This one I watched, this woman called in a bomb threat to evacuate the Walmart so she could steal,
oh, gee.
thinking she could just run out with her stuff and leave. But the security people were watching her, so they knew that she had called in. It had been her, because they could see her on her phone, and their cameras are so good they could see it dial in on 911
Oh, wow.
on her phone, because she was standing right underneath the camera when she did it. It's like
Situational awareness, people. Situational awareness.
And it cracks me up, because the employees they steal, the first thing they ask them, they have cameras, right? Oh yeah, I know they have cameras. So we have you on camera. That's not me. Yeah, it is you.
Someone's wearing your pants then. I don't know.
Pajama pants at that.
Usually.
Oh, Therese, did you say what you're working on?
No, I didn't. Hang on. 1, 2.
Therese was watching Awesome Music all weekend.
I am. I was watching Live Aid. I watched it live back in the day, but it was fun to watch it again.
Yeah, bad.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure there's lots of acts in there that I enjoy, but I kind of take the Ramones opinion of Live Aid. But I'm like, guys, that's so pretentious.
Oh, it's really good. There's a plus to watching it now, because you can fast forward through stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just you guys know.
I was talking to my husband about it, Therese, and he agreed with you.
Mm-hmm. But there was some great, when are you ever going to see Bill Collins playing drums for Eric Clapton?
Right.
And just stuff like that. It's good. Anyway, so I have a hoe.
Oh, another hoe.
The sock.
Pretty.
Hey.
And I started the other one, but it's just a little bit. So there's that. And then I am more than halfway through my Italian summer shawl.
Yeah, that sounds fancy. That's pretty.
That's your
crease now.
Orange.
That's
Orange.
My second
Orange.
orange thing.
Your orange.
Orange. That's my second orange thing. So that's what I've been working on. Until Shark
Yeah.
Week.
Yep, until Shark Week. I gotta wind my yarn.
I don't have to wind my yarn because it's just Hobby Lobby yarn, but I'm just like, how is it July?
I don't know. How is
I
it
know.
mid-July?
How is it mid-July? Like,
Mhm.
my friend's yarn still taunts me over there, right over there. It still taunts me. I had plans. It's still there.
You're the one who decided to do a knit-along in the middle of summer.
But I could reasonably use my friend's yarn in my knit-along.
I
But how
know,
do I keep coming up with other things?
because
Maybe
we're
next year it's a friend's knit-along.
it's the ADD and ADHD. Oh, look, there's pretty new yarn. Or
Mhm.
wait, I didn't remember I had this yarn. I was gonna make something with it. Oh yeah, now I remember. I'm gonna cast on now, and then it happens.
Because I was really,
That's
really,
my
really
thought process.
determined
Yeah.
to like finish things, and then it's my fault that I pick long-term projects too. So like my book blankets, that has to go all year, So I can only I do that like every like 4 or 5 books that I finish. I'll make the squares and attach them, and then my Let Them Live project that requires the stats of all year, so that has to last all year.
So maybe what you're saying is that you need a year of friends.
That's what I'm saying.
The last weather blanket square that I knitted was in February.
Well,
I don't
I'm still keeping
feel bad.
track.
Yeah.
I'm only like 4 or 5 books behind in my book blanket, and my Let Them Live project. I just have done January so far, but that was because I started stop. I could not decide what I wanted to do. So now that I think I know what I want to do, and now I know what I'm doing, I plod along. But then just all these random things pop up.
they do indeed.
I have a question about the Sicilian Curse shawl. I heard that was like a big mess. I'll be
I
confident
don't
saying
know that pattern.
I've heard that
Who's
too.
making it? Is that the one that somebody said don't start? It sucked.
Mm.
Yeah, they said don't waste your money.
Oh, Tabitha sent one of those chainmail Instagram things where you tag a bunch of accounts. She sent where you tag 10 people, and I had bad experiences from chainmail as a child.
Yeah, I know.
I can't do those. I'm sorry. If you don't send this letter, bad things are going to happen. And
Yeah,
I send the sentiment.
Bad things are already happening. I'm getting this letter.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Sicilian Curse. I think that's the one that somebody said in the My Make Along group that they said it's terrible and don't start.
I believe that. Yeah,
I
one of
think
the
so.
groups.
I never looked at it. I didn't know which one it was.
Well, I thought about making it, but
Oh, you're thinking again.
Maybe it's really cursed.
well, that's what
That
somebody
would. Yeah, I mean, it's Sophia's. Got to make things difficult because.
Well, I'm Sophia sized.
Huh?
I'm Sophia sized.
That's true.
Yeah,
He's
my
probably
tall family
taller
members
than me.
make fun of me.
How tall are you?
5'2".
Okay, you're taller than me.
My
That's
kids have been taller than me since they were like in 6th grade.
Yeah.
It's like by the time the last one gets taller than you just don't care anymore.
Yeah. Well,
The first one, it's a little jarring. Well,
Us
maybe.
on this side of the screen, we're all,
Yeah, you guys are all tall.
we're
So
getting stuff off the top shelves for you.
Yeah, well, that's my kids. Hey, can you reach that? It's like we have a set of bowls that we use, pasta bowls, and they're up higher because I don't have room with the dishes that I use more. And it's every time I'm like, Riley, can you get the bowls down, please?
Look, there are
And then she makes a point of walking over there and just standing there with her arm bent, grabbing them down.
In my kitchen, there are even, because I think these are like 10-foot ceilings, which I've never lived in before. I've always lived in like 8-foot. So I'm like, boy, painting a room sucks. Because I used to be able to paint all the way up to like the last little bit. It's not like that when it's 10-foot ceiling. But like in the kitchen, and they're not like, they don't go all the way to the ceiling, they have the empty space above them, which, why? That's like the worst design thing ever. But my kids are now so tall that even they put stuff on the very top shelf, but they like push it back. And I'm like, dude, I can't even see that, let alone reach it.
Right.
So I'm like, come here, can you please get that for me, please? Like, it's like the salt, or you fill the salt shaker. I'm like, can you get the salt down, please? I can't reach it.
Yep.
Our whole
Welcome to my world.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm 6 feet tall. You wouldn't think that would happen.
I know.
I have to use a step stool to get up on the third shelf.
Yeah.
Or the back. Of the-
I do too. I just get a kid.
Yeah.
Anymore because I don't with my knee. I don't like doing the step stool.
well,
So
mine-
y'all are like
take-
those ladies
'cause
at
I
the
like
grocery store. They're like scaling the dairy
Mhm.
shelf because they're gonna get
That's me.
See, I've done that before, and
I
I
have
ain't
too.
sure where that they'll put like stuff all the way up on the top for like the
Mhm.
refill stuff. Now I'm like, well, that's not going to stop me. I'm getting up there.
Sign? What sign that says don't call? You want me to
Don't
go get an
climb.
associate?
Yeah.
Where are they? Yeah.
I have been known
That kid ain't
to
tall.
get a broom from the broom aisle to get stuff off the top shelf.
Hey, I was very happy one time because a lady in a wheelchair asked me for help, and I could reach it. And
Oh.
I was very excited that I can reach something for somebody else.
You're like, I'm helping.
I know it's like, yay!
We're needing to get a new refrigerator, and I'm determined to get one with the freezer on the bottom because I'm tired.
Oh yeah,
of trying to
definitely.
bend down all the way down to get stuff out of the veggie drawers. I need stuff at eye
Yeah.
level.
I wasn't sure if I would. I've never thought about that because, knock on wood, ours is still alive at the moment. But I'm like, I don't know that I would love that much, but maybe it would be more convenient because you don't go in the freezer
Well-
as much as your fridge.
Right.
Well, mine
There's
has the
Space, 'cause
freezer
there's-
door.
Yeah.
I have the open doors on the top for the refrigerator, and then the 2
Mhm.
drawers on the bottom for the freezer. And then
Right.
I have a freestanding freezer, which I actually use more.
Right.
Yeah, I have the double where one half's the fridge and one half's the freezer.
Side by side. Yeah.
Yeah, which I don't like because you can never,
The
like,
freezer doesn't seem big enough.
neither one of them seems big enough. So if you're like having a party or something and you need to make a platter, like you cannot
They
fit the
won't
platter
fit.
in there.
Right.
You know. And I have a chest freezer, which is like old as dirt, and that's where other stuff goes. And we used to have like a backup fridge in the garage that we got from my dad's house
For beer.
after we let it stop smelling like smoke for 5 years. But that's where just drinks and stuff went, But I'm like, man, like it would be really nice to have that whole shelf.
Yeah, mine both open out, so you have the full shelf. But
Where's the
French
freezer at then?
but the freezer's underneath.
Oh, the
The
freezer's
freezer,
on the
it's
bottom.
like the door opens like French doors. The front
Oh.
opens like French doors, and then there's 2 freezer doors on the bottom.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
yeah.
you lose space with the freezer on the bottom because you don't get as much shelf space for the refrigerator because the doors are shorter, so you don't have as many.
Yeah.
I can't keep getting
Yeah.
down there. I can't get back up is the problem. Plus, it's hard to see. If
Yeah.
you want to see something in the way back, you can't see.
Right.
Yeah.
I told my husband when we have to get a new washer and dryer, I'm getting a front loading washer because I
You know what?
have to get a front loading washer because
Ugh.
I
'Cause
have
you
to
can't
climb
get it
into the
out of
washer to get the stuff out of the bottom. But now
I
they
hate
make those
front loading.
washers and dryer units that are the same. They wash and dry, so you don't even have to
Oh,
move
that
them
sounds
out.
like a terrible idea to me.
Yeah.
I'm like that already like time management. I'm like, no, but then you can't start another load. No.
I know.
And if it breaks, then the whole thing breaks, and then you
the
don't
whole
have any
thing
of it.
It's like
Mhm.
a
Yeah.
nightmare.
But I'm definitely getting a front load one. He goes, but we have to put it on one of those little steps because of your back. I'm like, yeah, that's true. So that way it'll
Yeah,
be, just a
but-
perfect height for me to reach in.
Yeah. See,
Well,
when mine die, I'm getting a Speed Queen. I'm getting a
Mm.
laundromat one.
My mom got one of those. She was so pleased.
It is the best.
Oh,
Well, my feet fly up in the air when I go to get stuff out of my washer.
You're like, help me.
Mine do too. Oh, Lori says it's the worst. 3 hours to do one small load. Well, then we won't be
Yeah,
doing
that's what I'm
that.
saying. That sounds like a terrible, terrible idea. Because, like I said, if one breaks, then
Yeah.
you have
Then
to
you got to
replace-
take the whole.
you know.
Yeah.
Well, and you can only do one load.
One
whereas
load.
Yeah.
You could
Right.
do a load in the washer, then put it in
Right.
the dryer, then start
Right.
another load.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
We all
Yeah, I keep seeing commercials for that, and I'm like, that sounds like a horrible idea. I'm like, a mom did not invent that.
Or anyone who's done needed to do more than one laundry at a
I'm
time.
like,
Yeah.
a single bachelor invented that. I
Yes.
promise you.
Probably.
A guy
Or
that
somebody
had-
who has health problems and can't
Yeah.
like bend and stuff.
some,
then,
but
you know.
still, no. But a guy who said you have to wash your sheets invented that washer and dryer.
I know some
Probably.
people with tiny homes use that.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
see that, yeah, but still,
Yeah.
no.
One of the Airbnbs we had in El Paso had, it was one of the stacked ones, but it had the same controls. So you couldn't,
Well,
if you had the dryer
yeah.
going, you couldn't work the washer. And it's like,
Oh no.
yeah, that
Oh,
seems
that
dumb.
sucks.
Yeah,
I think they have those a lot in the UK, don't they? I don't
they
know.
definitely don't have as big of ones as we do. That's for sure. I know
Yeah.
that.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
and they're
And their
usually in the
fridges
kitchen.
and stuff aren't as big as ours.
So I'm sure I told this story before, but for a while when I was a teenager, we moved out to the country, but we didn't have the rural water all set up right. So because of that, we got like an old wringer washer and washed our clothes that way. And
Wow.
that was
Nice.
effort. It was fun. It was a whole day to do laundry.
Was that the
but
thing
clothes
that
were
like
never-
it pulls it through and like squeezes? the
Yeah,
water
yeah,
out?
and it could totally
My
like
grandmother
break
had
down.
one of those
Yeah.
That
until
would
they
be
forced
cool.
her to get a washing machine.
It seems like that would be kind of fun for
That
it.
actually seems like that'd be cool
No,
because
it
it seems like it would. You could still use your dryer. You're wringing out most of the water.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, you could still use the dryer. Though, I mean, it's like my little pioneer woman heart and soul. I'm out there. I have the baskets of wet laundry. I'm hanging it up on the line
Clothesline.
there.
Well, let me tell you a
That was
secret,
my grandma.
Ann. When you live where it's humid,
Doesn't work
It
as
never
well.
dries.
it does
Good
not
luck
work
here.
as well. Joan, I'm sure, can back this up for me. But I've
It doesn't
had
like
to
to
do it in
dry.
the past. It does not dry the same way. It dries like super crunchy.
Crunchy.
Well,
We had that wind sweeping down the plane, so we were a-okay.
I'm sure Liz has the same thing like us. Like if I laid something outside to dry, it would be dry before I got back in the house.
Oh, when I first started knitting and I couldn't afford hand-dyed yarn, I would get the sock yarn from Joann's and dye it myself, and I could hang it outside, and within 2 hours it would be dry and skein. Even now, if I block something, it's done within 12 hours. It's done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, meanwhile, I spilled water on one of my project bags in the middle of the night because I was trying to adjust my pillow. So I had to get up in the morning and I had to wash it off, put it in the bathroom. And it's like, I get home 8 hours later. I'm like, it's still not dry. Freaking.
Yeah.
So I did hang clothes a little bit as a kid. We had an actual clothesline. My grandma had a clothesline.
Yeah.
And I've had to do it after storms, because
Mhm.
you have to. It's never the same. Even if you hang dry them in the house, there's some clothes you need to hang dry, you can't dry. They still don't feel quite right.
No, they're stiff.
Which total sidebar. And I think you would enjoy the book that I got for free that I read on Kindle
Oh yeah.
called Before Dorothy.
Okay.
Oh, I've heard of that book.
It's the story of an imagined story of before the Auntie Em and stuff before Dorothy comes to Kansas and before Wizard of Oz. And it actually was a cute little story. It took a little, but you would love the prairie-ness of it. It was actually a cute little story.
I'm totally losing the name of the guy who wrote Wizard of Oz, but he lived
Frank
in
L. Baum.
There you go. Thank you. But he lived in Aberdeen for a while, which, as I said, Aberdeen is mostly known for its strip clubs and its and everything else. But on the sign they say, Storybook Land, Aberdeen. I'm like, Aberdeen's kind of ghetto, but they have a little park there. That's nice.
Munchkin's got to have fun too, Anne.
Yeah, it's the Wild West.
I don't know if
Their
you've heard the
poles are just
stories
shorter.
about the original filming of Wizard of Oz, and evidently there was a lot of
Yeah.
inappropriateness going on with
Yeah.
Munchkins.
A lot of bad
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Judy Garland had a rough life.
Yeah, she had a hard time too.
But it was still a good movie, and I've never read
Oh,
the
yeah.
actual book, so
I can go get them if you like. I have these really beautiful editions. Hang on, I will.
of
Because
course you
it's
did.
cool enough. Well, because and hang on, I'll go.
But it was a cute little book. I was a little slow at first because I was like, "Come on, get somewhere." But she left like a lot of nuggets of the story and thing. You're like, "Oh, that's I know who she's talking about. Oh, I get it." You know, like it was cute like that. For a prequel fanfic, it was decent.
So another
was
TV
clean.
show that they're rebooting, and I don't know why.
What?
Scrubs.
Oh, I saw that.
With the
Why?
original
It was
cast.
fine.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's because they can't, come up
Yeah,
with
no
anything
original
else. And
Is yeah.
Because they're not brave. They need to risk for new stories, not something with a built-in audience.
Which I will tell you, if you've not seen the ads for Leanne on Netflix, that actually looks cute. That's that comedian lady, Leanne.
Oh,
Morgan,
Leanne
I think her
Morgan?
name-
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
the Southern
hilarious.
lady. So it's her and her. She's getting a divorce, and it's her, next phase of life kind of thing. And it looks clean, and the previews look not woke, So
Well, she's hilarious. So
let me see, Ian.
Let me see, and make her big.
Make her
Right.
big,
So,
make her big.
I did not grow up reading Wizard of Oz, so this
God,
is part
it's that big.
Wow.
because there's 15 books. I didn't know
Oh.
because, like
It's
I
a
said, I didn't
series.
grow up with it. I have to
Oh,
do
I didn't know that either.
yeah, it's a
But-
series.
Oh.
Yeah, if you get this edition, this is I think Riverside something. But first off, they're cheap. You can get them on eBay, for not much money. But they have the original
Oh.
illustrations. They don't do the new crap.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
So, yeah. And there's you can get them
Oh
all.
wow! I didn't realize there was that
Even
many of
king
them.
size
Like I said,
books.
I think there's 15 of them. But yeah, like it is
Huh.
beautiful.
That's it.
Very
Wizard
cool.
of Oz knit along.
But is it okay? So without spoiling it, is it all the Wizard of Oz, or is it other characters from?
Gonna
Like,
Well,
is the
there's
whole
Back
thing-
to Oz. There's a couple of different. There's a lot of different books.
Like, is the
see,
whole thing
there's-
Dorothy and Oz and Auntie
I don't
Em, or is
remember.
it?
like I said, I haven't finished. So the books are just title wise. Wonderful Wizard of Oz, Marvelous Land of Oz, and Marvelous Land of Oz seems to be about Tip, who steals the powder of life from the witch Moby. So that sounds like new people. Scarecrow's still in there. Ozma of Oz, Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz coming back around for book 4. Road to Oz. Hang on. Here we have Emerald City, Patchwork Girl of Oz, TikTok of Oz, Scarecrow of Oz, Rinkatink in Oz reunites Dorothy with the wizard, this King Rinkatink of Gilgad, and Talking Goat Bilbil. So, like I said, I
I had
I
no
need
idea.
stuff.
Well,
wonder
there
if
are
it's
flying
good.
monkeys, so
Yeah.
Here, you can take me off full screen now. It's okay.
Well, okay, fine.
But yeah, we got
This looks like story time with Ian.
Munchkins, we got
Hey, it's
Glinda.
better than story time on the left with
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just had no idea. I mean, I knew there was the Wizard of Oz, Wonderful Wizard of Oz, but I didn't know
Right.
there was that many books.
I didn't
Oh,
know there was that many. I knew there were a few, but that's a lot.
That's
Oh,
kind of
but
like
there-
Winnie the Pooh. There's actually like a whole bunch of Winnie the Poohs.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah. And it's not just poor property rights, there's other stuff going on. Winnie the Pooh makes me mad. But yes, anyways, like I said, the illustrations are so pretty.
Well, that is cool.
But
I
yeah,
think you would like this book. It's interesting, the pre-story and she seems to have done a lot of the research of the time frame. Because I think parts of it are like 10 years before Dorothy ends up in Kansas. So
well, Dorothy isn't old, so it almost has to be.
And I mean, the movie, she's supposed to be like what, 12 or something?
Hang on.
But in this book, she is only like 8 or 9 when the tornado hits.
Yeah, because that bit I did read. Hang on, it will say her age almost immediately.
Because I mean, I know Judy Garland was like what, 16 or 18 or something when she
Mhm.
played.
Something like that.
I know they were, tying her boobs down, but
Maybe it doesn't say her age immediately. But I want to say she's like 8 or something.
it seemed to imply she was like 8 because she was only on the farm a few years. So it explains how she ends up in Kansas, because that's never explained in the movies, the book, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, and if this is not, this is her. It's not an explanation. It's her idea of what might have happened. So
Right.
but it's a solid, canon story.
Mhm.
All right. Is Anne a book collector? Texas Sheep Lady wants to know.
Damn, what?
I mean,
Book
like in
collector.
the general sense that I have books.
She likes books a lot.
Uh-huh. Not like a collector. Those aren't collector editions. Those are recent-ish mass-produced stuff. But I wanted to get the nice illustration.
I am as out of room on books as I am on yarn.
Mhm.
Same.
I had to quit. I used to buy books all the time, cookbook, any kind of book. And
I did.
I don't remember which move it was, but finally there was a move that I was like, I can't do this anymore. I cannot move these books anymore. So then I got
Before I moved.
Mhm.
Before I moved here, I pretty much lived in Walden Books and Borders.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or Borders. Oh, I missed Borders.
Borders. Yeah, thanks to my Kindle Unlimited, it's not. I don't bring as many home, so
Yeah.
which makes my husband happy.
All right. So, does everybody know what they're making for Shark Week?
No.
I do.
If I participate, because I'm not doing too well with participating.
It'll be fun though. You'll get stickers.
Get
I know,
stickers
I do
either
have to-
way.
I have to do it so I can get stickers.
Each stickers. The stickers are cool. I'm making a cabled hat.
Very nice. I'm making my cowl.
I'm trying to find a picture of what I'm making.
I'm trying to find something with the musical theme, but I'm not really striking gold there.
Mm-mm.
Should have thought of that beforehand.
I'm making this basket.
Here, let me make you big. Oh yeah, that's right. You talked about that. That's cute.
Because I have a cone of white yarn that I bought.
Oh.
So it's all cotton. So I'm gonna make that. I think I'm toying with the idea of going back and making all of the Blocked magazine dishcloths and doing some in red and some in
In a
blue,
week?
some in white. No.
Okay.
No.
It's like,
I was
that's
gonna say,
ambitious.
don't tell Neil you can do that because you know.
No. He'll assign it to me.
He
I'd
did
rather
say, I think
do
they're
it
not all the same
surprising.
size. So,
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm not gonna make anything else out of them.
oh, okay.
I'm just gonna
I'm
making them.
My Shark Week project will be study of Christmas cookies blanket in white.
Ooh,
Ooh,
nice.
Pretty.
that is pretty.
Because Mikey writes pretty good patterns.
He does.
And
Guy from the crochet crowd.
yeah. And he's got it as like red hearts. No, I don't think I have to make it as big as his because he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 balls of red heart soft, which is not as big a ball as.
Yeah, they're like what?
But still, that's
300
a lot.
yards. That's a lot of yards.
It's 250 each skein is 256 yards. He said like 7 of them. But I don't think you have to do the whole thing. It's one of those, Comma.
Stop
You
when
click-
it gets too big.
Huh? But
It's too big to have in your lap.
well, I mean, like it's one of those that like I think you could just end it when you're ready to end it.
Mhm.
So it doesn't look like maybe I'm overshooting here. Maybe I need to reevaluate my choices.
I hope not, because you know what?
You don't want to frog it.
I
Mm-mm.
mean,
But if you frog it, you could possibly win the bag that I'm going to make.
true.
See, there's
It's a silver
positives on every
lining.
side.
I mean, I am a pretty fast hooker. I do need to make sure he doesn't have really weird, stupid stitches.
Heard that about you.
I am fast. I'm
waiting for you to
loose,
say
and I'm
something.
loose too. So oof,
I was waiting for Therese to comment.
I'm loose too.
What?
I knew you'd say something after she said that. I was just waiting to see which way you'd go.
He does have every flipping crochet stitch that exists in here.
Oh,
course.
jeez.
You know, my pet
Maybe.
peeve, my crochet pet peeve is when you see somebody that has their new wonderful great pattern with some weird ass name stitch, and you know that's not the actual name of the stitch,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
that they didn't invent it.
So
It's
let's
not
see
the
how
lemonade stitch. I'm sorry, it's something else that's been around for decades.
Lemonade
But
stitch.
lemonade.
you know what I mean? They come up with
I
these
know.
weird names of basic stitches, and it's like you didn't create this.
Okay, it is. If you do it to his pattern, it is 52 rounds. That's not.
What
That's not
size?
terrible.
So that's 8 rounds a day.
But it's not. I mean, some of these rounds are just,
Well,
They're
of course,
not
the
all-
early ones are going to be quicker than the later.
right. I mean, until you get to probably like 25 rounds, you can just fly through it. But
Well, crochet's easy, faster too.
Well, you're a fast hooker, so
I am a fast
Yeah.
hooker.
Declare how many balls of yarn you'll use. I don't think she wants to go that far.
No, you don't have to do that.
No,
You just
she
have to
means
say-
for Shark Week.
Oh,
I think.
Well, I've done that in the past where I did a project that doesn't really have an end. Like last time I did a murder knit shawl, and you could just end that whenever you want to end that. So I just said I'll use all the yarn. That's what I said. Because you don't have to. There's not really an end to the. You could just do it how long you want, but
well, yeah, because it depends on what yarn you use.
right. So I think I could do it. That's why I really wanted to get that wedding blanket finished. So, but I will obviously need more yarn than this. So it's not on sale this week. It'll be on sale next week. So I'll have to. I'll go down
Right.
Shark Week and get more.
That is how the Hobby Lobby goes.
Yep.
Can I ask you guys to help me decide what to make for the Shark Week bag?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
These are my choices.
What are our choices?
All right, let me make you
big.
big.
Make her
I'm
big.
making her big.
Oh, that's cute.
This.
Oh, that's
Happy
adorable.
little
And
sharks.
they're smiling.
Oh, they're so
Oh, I
happy.
love the happy little sharks.
Okay.
Have any
And then
shark-
I have.
That's like Bob Ross of sharks.
Then I got real sharks.
Oh, those are
Mm,
scary
those are
sharks.
pretty.
they're
I
fierce.
like those.
And then I got. Where's my other one? I may have to go find the other one. Darn it! Thought I had it over here. Sorry.
All right, John.
Okay. Here's. And then I have this one.
I like that.
Oh, that's cute.
This
I
is
like
my-
That
that
is cute.
one.
I like that one. I
this
like
is
them all, but I
my
like that one
last
for a bag.
year. I made this last year.
I like that.
Oh, I like that.
That's cute.
I like 1 and 3 the best.
Okay. And then this is going in the middle.
Oh, that's
Moving notes.
cute.
Nice.
Cute.
That's very cute.
And then either this for the bottom.
What is that? I can't see. What
It
this?
is sand and
Oh, okay. I see.
footprints in the sand.
Gotcha.
Or I think I have enough of this one too.
Oh,
Seashells.
like seashells. That's cute.
Okay, so can we vote, please? Okay, so we're okay with the
So
music, right?
we're making 1 bag or we're making 2 bags? What are we making here?
One.
1 bag.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's the Biggest Loser bag.
Okay, the Biggest Loser bag. Well, I want the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs. The sharks. Why don't we have dinosaur mouths? The sharks and the flamingo floaties. That'd be my pick.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
That's-
I vote
Yeah,
for
I
that
like
with
that.
the large seashells
it-
on the bottom.
yes,
It's
with the
Yeah,
okay.
seashells.
I agree.
And
I
the what
agree.
now? The big shells or just the same?
I think so.
The
The
big
big
shells.
shells.
Yeah.
The big shells. Okay. All right. That's what we're going with. Thank
Go
you
all
for
in.
your input. So, but I didn't know if I should make that one again because that's the one I made last year.
Oh, well, so.
Well, it's
If it's
awesome.
not, if
Huh?
it's not broke,
I know. I saw that fabric and I was like, I need that.
That is cute. That is
So
That's
you
adorable.
can make me whittle again. So I will work on that this week, Anne, so I can
That
get
is
that
cute.
to you before Shark Week starts.
yay,
And I have to mail stuff to Liz.
yay!
So
Very excited. I have some lemon stitch stoppers too, so that'll be perfect with that bag.
oh, cool.
I don't know where they are, but they're around here somewhere.
You know, when I first came up with the idea to make that, I was like, I like the blue. Everybody's gonna like the blue. And then
I
I
liked the
made yellow.
blue.
Then I
I
made
do
the
too.
yellow, and I was like, the yellow's kind of cute.
I like the yellow too, but I had my daughter pick and she said blue.
I like the blue.
All right.
She's not getting it. I just wanted to
I just think the blue contrasts it, the yellow.
yeah.
You know.
What I do with people who don't knit is I make them bags for their makeup.
Oh, very cool.
That's cute.
So they're zipper ones.
Sherry is the proud owner of your bag from last year, and it's adorable.
Okay.
This
And
is
now people in the
my
comments are
Notions
wanting to
bag.
lose so they can get your bag.
This size is
Oh.
really handy too because I got this probably like 20 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it is still holding up. Even the little flower is still holding
I'm
up.
trying
But I
to
put on
see.
my
Oh, the ones
head on the other
like
side.
the ones that I make for their makeup bag, it's actually bigger than this, but it's got a zipper.
Someone
Yeah.
in the comments wants to know if your bag's reversible.
Actually, they are. If you want them to be, it like
If you want that to be.
I used to make them reversible, but like if you want to just have a white bag on the outside, yes, you can turn it and it'll be fine. But yeah, you could have the
Every bag's reversible if you try hard enough.
Yeah.
If you believe in yourself.
Yes, you can have the let's see if I can find one that I made. I have so many bags. I need to go through my bags and have a show where I just go, who wants this? And just give them all away.
Do not let my sister have it.
I have too many. Your sister has one of my bags, and so do you.
I know, but like she does not need any more.
Okay, so yes, this could be reversible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah, they are completely reversible.
Very cool. Very excited.
I like the sharks. That's fine.
Texas Sheep Lady wants to know if you sell your bags.
I do not, but I've thought about it after I retire. But I
Yeah,
would,
that would be fun.
the only way I would do it is if I could sweet talk somebody who already has an Etsy shop into selling them in their Etsy shop for a profit.
So you don't have to deal with it, yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't want to. But what does Texas sheep lady want? Tell her to send me an email and
Emily
make one.
Wildenburn says to pick her. She loves your bags.
thank you, Emily. That's very sweet. These are not professional. If you look through them, you can find oopsies. But
Life is oopsies.
Life is a oopsies.
yeah, because I just started making them because I wanted bags to put my stuff in.
That's usually how this all starts.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. So, but I I have to make myself come in here and work on them because this room is so freaking cold. God. It's so cold.
Yes, but in August when it's 150 outside, you'll be happy to have the cold room inside. Because with menopause, it's a good thing.
Oops.
This room is the coldest room in our house for some reason. I don't know why.
That would be the room I would always be in.
Yeah.
Yes. Come live with me, Amy. I will keep you cool. even on the days when it's 104, I will keep you cool.
Yeah, you have a pool. I'm coming.
We have a pool, and
AC.
what had happened was because I have a 50s house, and apparently when they built these houses, they didn't know about insulation in the walls. And so for years with us living here, whatever temperature it was outside, that's what temperature it was inside.
Oh.
And then we decided to get our air conditioner replaced because it was really old and we were always afraid it was going to break in the summer. And so when we did that, they said, "Oh, you could use more insulation in the attic." And we were like, "Yeah, probably." And then they discovered that our ducting was all flat.
Oh, geez.
So I was air conditioning the attic.
Oh, no.
And we had to be removed from our house because all of the ducting had asbestos.
Oh,
course.
goodness.
So, but since they've put in that extra insulation and the new ducting, it's good.
Nice and comfy.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I remember when I lived in New Jersey, our schools were closed for a couple weeks at a time because they discovered that the asbestos in the insulation, so they had to take it out because that's when all the lawsuits started from the asbestos cancer stuff. So yeah, so we were out of school because they didn't want to wait till summer.
Yeah,
So,
we
yeah.
had to have the little guys in the the ET suits
The hazmat suits.
come in and take it all out. So
Jeez.
it was fun.
But asbestos was such a breakthrough product back then, you know.
And now with more asbestos.
Yeah, Texas Sheep Lady says it's okay if you don't disturb it, but anytime
Yeah.
you work on something.
Right.
Well, yeah. Well, we kind of wanted ducts that weren't flat.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So it is so much fun living in a 70-year-old house. My house is actually 1 year older than my husband.
I like old houses, but I'm weird. So
Well,
I do and I don't.
Yeah.
I do when the stuff works.
Yeah.
right.
We lived in an old house and
Remember one
Right.
time, so like I said, when we moved out to the country, we lived in this old farmhouse that my parents ended up adding on to it. But I went to this museum and they were like, wow, look at how this house was made. It was using the old method of plaster and lath. And then they had like layers of plaster and lath on the wall. I'm like, you mean my literal house? Like, so glad I came all this way to see this museum because I have that literally at home.
Yeah.
My house in Vermont was built in 1863.
Cool.
So it had
geez.
plaster and lath,
Mhm.
and it was the money pit. It was
Oh,
a
no.
nightmare.
yep.
Okay, what is plaster and lath? Lath? Is that what you're saying?
It's instead of sheetrock like what you have now, it's slats of wood, and then they put plaster over that, and the plaster is made with, they put horsehair in it to strengthen it.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah,
Okay.
hanging pictures on that, difficult.
Oh,
But it
that's
is well
yeah.
insulated.
Oh.
Oh yeah, they are well insulated. You got to give them credit for that.
Gotcha.
They're
Well-
also flammable.
Well, we all have our faults. Put a little asbestos in there, it'll be all
Our
right.
house has one of those indoor like barbecues from the 50s,
Oh.
which nobody ever used. Ours is painted with, we made a shelf out of it. So, because I am not doing that in my house. No.
Yeah.
But you know, that was the big thing in the 50s, that they would put those indoor barbecues in.
People were gutsier in the past.
Yes, but think about it. Most of the people back then were smoking anyway. So the smoke from the barbecue wasn't really that much,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay,
Put a little more
problem.
carbon monoxide. It's
so
fine.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
It's
same
fine.
the same house with the plaster and lath. So there's this hole for where the wood stove goes.
Mhm.
But it was clear that they had put, first off, the little parlor where the wood stove was, it had layers and layers and layers of wallpaper in the same colors. It was green and gold. Now we're doing florals. Now we're doing plaids. Green and gold, green and gold, green and gold. They're like, oh, it must match the carpets. But they also must have replaced the carpet fairly often because the carpet was right up to the stove and there was burn marks in front of it.
Oh no.
So they were a little, you know, every once in a while you get a little shoe slick and you gotta stamp that out. It's all right though, it's fine.
Now ours didn't have carpet. They had at some point put linoleum in there, the big giant rolls of linoleum. But
Wow.
underneath, when we took it out, because there was wide board pine, they had put newspapers down first. So we had all these
Oh,
historical
no.
newspapers from, you know, World War II,
Oh,
whatever they
cool.
put linoleum down. So that was kind of cool.
Were you able to salvage any of them? Or?
Oh yeah, they were in perfect condition
Oh,
because
cool.
they were under linoleum
Oh, they were just
That's-
sitting there for insulation.
in between
Oh.
the
In
floor.
between. Oh, I
Okay,
thought that they
that's
were. I thought they
awesome.
were stuck down onto the wood.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Nope.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so that was cool to read, you know, all the old newspapers from the
Yeah.
war and, you know.
Just like picturing like in like 70 years, if like people find like our newspapers, it's like I'm gonna leave like an Epic Times somewhere. And it's gonna be like this article about like trans, whatever.
No, I ended up getting rid of them because it was getting
I
to be
did
too
too.
much.
It's
But
just-
yeah, during all of 2020, I had a fat stack of
Me
Epic
too.
Times. And I'm like, maybe I should keep these. And I'm like, yeah. Then I'd have to keep them myself in a box.
I kept like a couple, like, and then when something really, really important happens, I will go get like, you know, a newspaper, you know.
Pretty soon there won't be any of those left.
I know, right? Yeah, I think my boss still has the Times-Picayune from when the Saints won the Super Bowl in his office.
Well, the Epic Times, I mean, their whole thing is anti-Chinese communism, so I think there's a little like you'll want a hard copy of things.
Right. They were cool. I just couldn't keep up with it, and you know,
Is
Cut
that
costs.
nation thing still going?
I think so.
I assume so. I mean, they only just started.
Yeah. They're kind of pricey though, aren't they?
Yeah, I wasn't spending the money to see. I thought about getting one and then reviewing it for Block, but I was like, I'm not paying the money.
I thought about it too, but then it's like, let's see, free magazine,
Right.
paper magazine.
Right. I even was gonna go get a copy of like because the Radical Threads like went on sale when they
Oh,
stopped,
yeah.
but I was like, it still was like a decent amount of money, and I'm like, what's the difference? They're closing. They're not gonna have any more.
Well, they were really expensive, weren't they?
Yeah, they were super expensive.
Well, because they had to make sure that their printer was an actual
Yeah.
business owned by a person of color and with person of color employees. So
I'm not paying $30 for any magazine. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't. No.
I don't even pay $30 for books.
yeah,
And I love books, so
Yeah, before he
Yeah.
went nuts, I used to I mean, the day it came out, I used to go and get Stephen King's new books. You know, and the list price is 30, 28,
Right,
32,
right.
you know.
Mhm.
But you go to Costco and they're like 15.
Yeah.
That's where I would go.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I don't do that anymore.
I mean, I will definitely still pay good money for books. Don't get me wrong, but I'm try to buy them like on sale or at Sam's or whatever. You know.
Mhm.
I had to laugh when Gary from Nerdrotic, his book just came out this past week. So I went to go buy it. I'm like, wow, that's it was like listed as 40 for the paperback and 45 for the hardcover. I'm like, all right, that's a little spendy, but okay, Gary, I'll get your book, but I might as well go for the hardcover. And afterwards they send an email saying, oh, sorry, we're going to price adjust that down. It was supposed to be 40 for the hardcover, and I think it's 30 something or maybe even less for the paperback. I'm like,
That's a lot for a
well,
paperback.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
I
like,
like
wow,
Gary
this
and
is
all, but I'm
expensive.
not.
And then I'm buying T-shirts with it because, of course. Yeah. Ripaverse has quality T-shirts. Like the material is really nice.
That is good. So you will let people know if you guys have any Shark Week merch coming up
Yes. Yes.
and any future knit along merch. You know.
So they need to enter by midnight the 20th their time, right?
Well, I mean, technically you can jump in the middle of
Oh,
Shark
that's
Week.
right. You
You'll
don't have
have
to. You just
less
have to
time to knit. Yeah.
declare. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you enter the one
Definitely
time.
helpful if you get it in beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I sent you the form
I
the
remember
minute I got it
that.
because I didn't want to forget and not submit. And then
I got to remember. I
I
wrote
got to
a-
remember at
and then I
the
lost
end of the orange one to submit to Neil, and then the white one to submit to Neil. And it's like I got to keep track.
Red tape.
I would just like appreciation for the fact that although I love spreadsheets and forms, and I made other people make spreadsheets and forms, you don't need it for my make along.
I noticed that and I appreciated that.
Remind us what we have to do for yours.
Huh?
Oh, and I forgot to put that other knit along on there on the spreadsheet. I got to do that.
The Hobbiton one?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know her, where she stands on stuff other than yarn and books, and she likes both, and so
Yeah.
I'm fine.
That's all the info.
She has
I
some
need.
really pretty colorways, and she's been very sweet to me. So
Well, do we need to check with these people and say, hey, are you okay with me putting
Well,
this along and
you know what? They're public. They're public on their Instagram. So
That's true. Okay. All right.
It's your spreadsheet. I mean, to me, it's just like, look, these are the ones I'm interested in. If you want to play along, you play along. If you don't, you don't. I mean, it's
I mean, it's one thing if it was a private group they were doing it along with.
Yeah,
That might be.
right.
all right.
But if
Okay.
they're posting them on Instagram, I don't see.
Okay.
Why not?
I mean, if somebody says take me off of there, then I guess okay, fine, we respect
Yeah.
that. But
I can do that.
We'll look at them weird though. but
yeah,
that's okay.
I'll judge you, but
Well, yeah.
Okay.
fine, don't play with us.
I
Yeah,
thought there was an
We just brought
error.
our toys over, all right? I mean, come on.
I thought there was an error in Neil's pattern, but I discovered it was operator error.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, I'm just so grateful that Cassie knit that sweater because there's no way, and especially after, not that the pattern's great, just there's no way that would have driven me insane. So I'm really amazed that she did that, considering it's her first adult sweater with
Yeah,
all that color work.
Oh, it's beautiful. I still want to make one. I'm not sure
You
I will,
should.
but I want to.
Do a
It's
fingering weight
calling
one
to me. It's Green Goblin masking. It says, Anne, you want this? I'm like, I do. I really do.
and you could just entarge it, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
Well,
Yeah,
think about
I
it.
would
I mean, it's what it's. I would say at least 75% the one color, right?
Got him.
Yes,
Yeah, what-
So if it
How-
was black, if you chose black, you could do it for your puritanical because it'd be 75% black.
Yep.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
It might be more than
Look at
70.
Anne's face.
But
I already have my black
all
yarn.
the equations going on right now.
Yeah,
I know.
but yeah, I would do it because I was looking at it. And I think it's like 4 skulls at the bottom. I'm like, all right, so if I do a worsted weight yarn and I have 4 separate balls attached for where the 4 skulls are, and I don't carry in between, and then I think it goes back 3 to 4, but whatever, however many I need for 1 ball of yarn per skull, and then I'm hoping that my whites match because that's a whole nother deal. Whatever yarn I happen to have, and then building it up that way and just carrying the 1 yarn for the background color throughout all of it and Intarsia the rest of the way. I'm like, okay, I think that would work. I think that's a reasonable thing.
That sounds like my worst nightmare.
I know I have a headache right now just from. And I already
Yes,
had
but I love to see how Anne lights up when she figures these things out, though. Because it amazes me because
was
her brain
quite
is so good that way, can figure this stuff out.
Yeah, I
Like,
cannot.
no.
Well, I don't know. I think it's just, I don't know, a different style of doing things that a lot of people like gravitate towards one thing or another. And Intarsia is like, no, I do this all the time. Why? Because I'm a fool, but I've learned to do this one thing well, so I will apply it wherever I can.
Yeah.
I do have my black yarn though for Neil's upcoming green sleeves, button-on sleeve
Oh,
knit along.
50 ways to sleeve your lover.
Yeah, 50 ways to sleeve your lover, or sleeve your pullover.
Sleeve your sweater.
But I'm gonna do black cardigan and then different color sleeves that can pop on, because then I can combine it with 2 different. I can knit the cardigan part for the puritanical, and then I can knit the sleeves part later.
Hey, that works.
Did you guys just hear the horse run by? I think that was Pirate.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm thinking of the skull sweater. I'm like, that would be really pretty with like a dark blue and then the skulls in gray.
That would be.
A light gray with that. That'd be nice.
Yep.
Or you could do it for the puritanical.
I could do
Black. Do black and gray instead of black and white.
Mhm.
black.
That is true.
Thing is, I don't wear a lot of black.
Yeah, I don't either.
I wear
You
enough.
could do it brown. You could do it
I
like
do, but I'm not knitting with it, so.
you could do, like a gray, or it could make it like a charcoal gray or a gray, and or do a lighter color sweater and a darker color skull,
It's true.
like a gray sweater with a dark blue skulls.
Yeah.
Anybody else see the wheels turning in Anne's head?
They're
I see
always
all the
there.
mathematical symbols going around.
Oh, come on. We all get a little like that when color starts coming up.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
what do I want exactly?
Not when math comes up, though.
Not math.
Not when math.
Like,
no,
somebody
no.
else math this for me, please. I don't want to.
Yeah, well, Cassie in the video is like, oh yeah, figure out dolman sleeves in the round, Anne. And I'm like, I think, okay, because how the sweater is, how you have the body of the sweater, and then you do the sleeves out like a sideways bar on them. I'm like, well, in my mind, you'd have to cut it out for
You could
the
steek
sleeves. Yeah, you could steek it.
You could.
But yeah,
Well,
you'd
the
have to
steek
cut
the
it out for the
sleeves.
sleeves and then like do a different pattern
I could not.
for the sleeves of the skulls.
Well,
So it's that way.
Texas Cheap Lady says 12:01 a.m. on the 20th.
For begin time?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
And why do all the skulls need to be the same color?
Well, they don't.
Ooh.
You could do rainbow skulls.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
No. If you had a fading yarn, if you had a gradient yarn, that would be really cool with the skulls.
That would be cool. But if I'm
Nope.
doing Intarsia for individual skulls,
I know.
Oh,
Then you
yeah.
wouldn't get the.
Nobody tell Neil about this conversation.
No.
What happens on knit night stays on knit night when Neil's not around.
But yeah, you could do
If you wanted
skulls.
to play, you should have been here.
That's right.
Well, and if you did, even if you did it where you steeked the sleeve holes, you could make the skulls smaller on the sleeve too. Or just do the sleeves in stripes or something different. You wouldn't have to necessarily put the skulls on the sleeves either. You could do them different.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's fun to play around with things I'm never going to knit. So
I am great at coming up with ideas for other people to do.
Yep.
Just don't tell him to kneel.
Don't
Just say, hey.
I said
What?
something on my show yesterday, and I said, "No, Neil, do not assign this."
I
Yep.
saw that.
Yep.
She's learned pretty quickly. It's like if I have an idea for an article, I don't tell him.
Mhm.
Because he'll say, "Why don't you do that?" You'll just be surprised later.
See, I just write it and I'm like, here, this is my
Yeah.
article. If you take it, take it. If you don't, you don't.
Well, now I volunteered to test those dissidents because they're dissidents, you know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Nothing burger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I keep mine out of the thing, even though I can't even tell what it is yet.
I would not be able
Well,
to tell.
Yeah, don't
I
worry.
wouldn't worry
Sometimes
about
I've
it.
been knitting them and I'm like, what the hell? And then like I get all the way to the end, I'm like, oh.
Oh.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I asked him, I said, "Can I show this on my show?" And he goes, "No." Well, okay then. No,
He might
told me,
forget later.
no, he just told me to keep it a secret till I
Yeah.
think he said November.
Yeah, it's not until
Yeah.
I think October, November issues.
But I've got to do those baby shoes. I gotta get those done. And then these.
Before the
You're
baby
almost
grows.
done. You just got
Yeah.
the flower.
Yeah, I have the shoe done and I have done the snap on the second one. I just need to do the flower and stick that on there, and those babies are done.
Nice.
They're super cute.
They are.
Yes, but if anybody ever asks me to crochet something in thick cotton again, if I say yes, you all have permission to
Especially
snap.
at a small gauge like that. Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, I had to use such a small crochet hook to make it small enough
Mm-hmm.
to be able to fit on this kid's foot. And then,
Was it-
like, oh, I'm having trouble with it, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, well, she's going to be walking any day now. What?
Was
Now
it
you
plied
tell-
cotton?
Huh?
Was it plied cotton?
It was the cotton that you get from Hobby Lobby, but it was a
Oh.
thicker.
Oh, I if it got to that point, I would have just separated the plies like you do with cross stitch and just use half of them.
Oh yeah.
Why didn't I talk to you?
Because I've done that before too. When I wanted to sew on a button or something and I didn't have coordinating thread, I've
Mhm.
taken the plies of the yarn
I
and used it
didn't
to sew the
even
buttons on.
think of that.
Well, and especially with cotton, it's still going to be strong. So, it's not
Oh.
like with a wool that you're making thin for a shoe.
Right.
These shoes are bulletproof.
And is this the person's first baby?
It's her niece.
Okay. Well, because they do realize the shoes aren't going to stay on because kids don't like to wear
Yeah,
shoes
they take
like at that age.
yeah.
Well, I shouldn't have said yes.
But you did.
I've gotten in the habit as I've gotten older and ornerier that if people say, "Oh, can you make this for me?" and I say, "No, but I'll teach you how."
Well, a while ago, I had a pair of crocheted baby shoes, and I totally biffed it. I couldn't get my mind around it because the gal who wanted them, she wanted like little bats on them, and I am a very poor crocheter. So I'm like, if you knew what you were doing, I'm sure you could put like a little bat face and little wings and embroider and stuff. I'm like, I do not know what I'm doing. So I pushed the project to Miss Polka Dot. So I would be like, she does like baby crochet stuff. Be
Mhm.
like, oh well, I don't have time right now, but look at her shop. It's right there.
Well, and she gave me well, I don't know if she gave me the pattern. I'm going to give it back to her because it's not a good pattern.
Oof.
But the pattern was just like, they didn't tell you what to do with the straps. They told you how to make the straps, but they didn't tell you what to do with them. And it was not the greatest pattern. So
Yeah.
I am going to be very happy to have it done.
Yeah.
So
All right. Gotta go back. When you're knitting with two colors and you don't have a lot of light and they look similar. So, how long have we been on?
Long enough that I'm getting hungry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
My
6.
back's hurting.
Last few hours, yeah.
It's 10 after
Alright.
6 here, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I've got food in the crock pot, so hopefully it came out because I didn't want to heat up the house with the oven.
Mm-hmm.
smart woman.
You know.
That's what microwaves are for.
I don't have a microwave, but I use my Instant Pot.
Hi, come here. Come here. Come say hi.
You don't have a microwave?
Come here.
Nope, I do not have a microwave.
Pirate, come here. Come see-
Pirate.
I don't know if you guys can see him. Come here,
No.
baby.
Down,
No.
down a little bit more. Yeah.
He ran away.
Aw.
Bye,
He doesn't
Pirate.
want his video debut.
No, he. You guys saw the thing where he pulled his bed in front of the door.
Yes.
Yes.
He's something. It's like, you're not going anywhere.
He likes being in the center of things.
He is a stinker. Well, I want second dog fever. My children told me to take an aspirin for that fever. And I told him, you're not the boss of me.
Yeah, but just think if Pirate had a little buddy, walking would probably be a lot better.
Thank you. That's
Yeah.
what I said. But I want a yip yip dog.
Oh.
And I've
don't
never
like
wanted a yip yip dog before. But, well, the older you get, the smaller your dogs get.
I've never liked little dogs ever. I always grew up with big dogs like German
Mhm.
Shepherds and Huskies and even as an adult, I had bigger dogs. And then came Calvin
I was going to say, tell
And
that to
now-
Calvin.
because he's so portable. You can take them places.
So like that. I prefer big dogs, and I love bulldogs. Like, bulldogs are great, but I saw so many little like Pomeranians, and they're so fluffy. But then like you shove them in a bag, and there's like this little face with his tongue out, and the black marble eyes, totally vacant, just happy to be there. I'm like, look at this dog. This is
Yeah,
amazing.
but Pomeranians are very crazy.
Oh, I bet.
Well, I will confess that my husband and I went to Camping World this weekend because we had to get a new battery for our camper. And there was this little chihuahua running free in the parking lot, and I may or may not have chased it.
Wows are mean.
No, I was trying to get it. I'm
You're
like,
like, I want this.
come
My
with
nana
me,
had chihuahuas
Billy.
when I was a child, and they used to bite everybody. So I've always
I
never
Don't
liked
bite everybody.
chihuahuas do
They
that.
just bite me.
No, they bit anybody who would go in my grandmother's house except her. And she'd have 5 or 6, a little pack of them, and they would just roam around and
after
bite you.
after Lucy goes, I think I'm done with dogs. I'm sticking with my cats. So I think I've had enough dogs. So
Well, we
All
had,
right.
Pirate's actually smaller. We had 2 boxers.
Oh, I love boxing.
I love boxers.
boxers are fun.
Love them. So sweet. Our
Sweet,
last
yeah.
Sweet.
sweetest dog ever.
Yep.
So, but we're not up handling a boxer anymore.
Right.
So,
All right. Are we about ready to end up?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
back is killing me on this chair.
sounds-
Yeah, I had to put that away because I
Hungry.
can't see the dark yarn anymore without the light. So get ready for Shark Week and
Week's coming.
get all your projects and your yarn ready and cast on. Don't forget to send your form to Politically Incorrect Netters so you can get entered to win and
Sign my
take
form.
pictures, watch
the
musicals and shark stuff.
yeah. Now make this.
Joan will make a bag.
They
You
can
get
also
stickers
enter-
if you win or lose, right? But
That's right. Everybody gets stickers.
They
Gotta be in it to win
also
it.
can enter for Knit with Joan.
Tell
with
us where
the
the form is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to know where the form is. I think it's on my spreadsheet. I put the link.
Okay.
I think. Let me see.
I just made it. It was up to Ann to disperse it.
Let me look.
Oh, sorry, my
Your
Joan
form.
form. My
Yeah,
form.
your form.
My
Shark Week Farm.
go to annpinkva.com. It's my website, and there's rules there, and you can click on the
Right there.
link right to the form, or also in Blocked magazine.
Mhm.
There's also a link to the form in there.
I think it may be on the
Here she
Mal
is.
Cal spreadsheet. Let me look.
Got it.
Let me look.
And keep
Come
the link for the
on.
form because that's where you go back
Right.
and it links you to
Ju-
another form
There we go.
Yeah,
when
and
you're
then you
finished
submit your
or didn't
finished.
finish.
And
Okay,
Amy, how
yeah.
do we enter for Summer on the Lanai?
You make whatever you want, double dip what you want, which if you know, but summary, Golden Girls, 80s, whatever.
Okay.
I'm very flexible.
And how do we
Okay.
enter?
Pretty much if you're on Instagram, just tag me so I can see it. If you're not on Instagram, let me know because I do have the Telegram group. You can join the Telegram group.
Okay.
So if
Okay.
you're not on Instagram, I really should make a YouTube post.
This is the link that I have on the spreadsheet. This
Okay.
is not the right one. And
Let me make. Is that?
Does it say Shark Week 2025?
it says shark. Yes.
Yes, that's the right one. With the sharks
Okay.
at the top. Yeah.
So the link is on the Cal Mal spreadsheet. So you can just click on it there and get to that point.
Because you got to prove that you finished it on time.
That's right.
Um,
Or that you ripped it out on time. Either
Time.
way, don't leave me hanging. I want to know. I
And I
cannot
believe
send
that-
you your stickers until I know. And also, if you don't do it timely enough, you can't be entered in the giveaway because I don't know which one you go into.
Yeah.
So
You
don't
are
do that.
welcome. You're welcome to come on Knit Night
Yeah.
and
That's
frog your
right.
project.
Yep. I think
That-
the MAGA mail
would be
and
fun.
the Knits and White Satin, there will be a form to
Yeah.
submit at the end of their knit alongs. And
Yes.
Summer of Murder, just tag Cabot Cove Knits when you're knitting. And she'll keep track.
I think those forms are linked on the spreadsheet as well. Because
We're going to get so used to being organized, and then we're not going to know what happens.
And then Knit Night will have one, and don't worry about the organizing.
I'm just so happy there's a fellow form and spreadsheet person who can appreciate it.
Oh, we appreciate them.
Well, I know y'all
We just don't
appreciate
make
it,
them.
but Joan
No.
gets it.
I don't
Yeah,
remember
I'm-
to make them.
I'm a
I know.
serious spreadsheet person. Like,
Well, I mean, we have knitting for babies, but that's a year-round thing for us.
Yeah.
And our Just Stash will be October, November, and December, which means anything that's in your stash before October 1st, you can use.
I am very excited for our end of year powwow so we can all organize. I think that'll be hilarious.
Mhm.
this
Yeah,
thing-
everybody bring your talking stick because it'll probably be
You're
necessary.
talking.
Yes.
That'll be our private, get everybody together and figure it out. So
Let's figure it out.
Okay.
So that we
what's-
don't have 5 knit-alongs going at the same time.
What are we
Right.
Because
using?
evidently, according to Joe, our stripe one's still going, right, Amy? Is that what she said to you?
yes, I
Yes.
did. I don't know if y'all said that. I don't know. Did I come on last time? I don't remember, but I did.
Yeah, you
actually-
did.
I did actually talk to Joe for a few minutes. Unfortunately, my boss was there when she called, and I did text her, and which I love how she calls. I'm like, dude, how much is this costing you to call me?
She just does that.
Text me. But she's just working so much, and as long as Morgie's fine with it, just keep the stripe thing going, and then so. I would be
Morgie don't
surprised if
care.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's stripes in 2026.
You gotta stop
Tex-
sometime.
All the
Texas
stripes.
Texas Sheep Lady says, spinning for Shark Week. Any suggestions for musicals? Any musical. I'm going to watch
don't watch
Blues
musicals,
Brothers
so I
because
don't
that's
know.
one of my favorites. I'll
Blues.
probably watch South Pacific because I haven't watched that in a while,
Love South Pacific.
and maybe Oklahoma because I haven't watched that one in a while.
Guys and dolls.
Guys
I
and
watched
Dolls.
the one musical that I like, Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the
Oh,
Opera.
Phantom of the Opera. That's a good one.
All the
Lynn-
Elvis movies.
Well, yeah, they're musicals.
Funny Face is one of my favorites.
Funny
I love
Face.
Funny Face.
I don't think I've ever
My
seen
Fair
that.
Lady, of course.
My Fair
Camelot.
Lady,
My
Camelot.
favorite is a Christmas movie.
My parents saw Camelot on Broadway when it first came out. They
Oh,
flew to New York My dad was working. They lived in North Carolina, and he was working in New Jersey, and for 3 months. And so my mom and my aunt flew up to New York, and they went and saw Camelot, and it was their first Broadway musical.
Wow.
I still have the program somewhere in storage, and the album, the original cast album
Oh, nice.
with Julie Andrews and Robert Goulet and Richard Burton, who really couldn't sing, but he was still a really good King Arthur.
Such a good King Arthur. He's so charming. You feel so bad for him.
You know
Guys,
why
he's trying
Elizabeth
to
Taylor
hold it.
married him twice. I'm just saying. The guy had charm. Pirates of Penzance, that's ocean related.
That's true. West Side Story, Jets and the Sharks.
Oh, can I just rewatch all of Glee?
Really.
Is there dancing too?
Yes, they do both.
There you go. But yeah, any Fred Astaire musical. I love Fred Astaire.
Oh, Fred Astaire was the best.
Gene Kelly.
Gene Kelly. Yeah.
Who I recently found out was a commie.
Wait,
So
which
upset.
one?
Gene Kelly.
Oh,
Yeah, a lot of those actors back in the
Kelly
40s and
Katharine
50s
Hepburn
were.
total commies.
Well, they're all commies now, Anne.
I know, but
True.
still.
I saw a thing of it. The
Look, I know
Katharine
that
Hepburn.
Gene Kelly was much more interested in like tap dancing and being in love than he was any girl he was with. I'm fine with that. But communism is where I draw the line.
I did see a couple of Katharine Hepburn things that's not about communism. In one production, Cary Grant and I forget the other actor who were in it with her got mad because she would wear pants on the set, and so they started wearing skirts. And another one, they got mad because it was like one of the Playhouse Theater TV shows, and she would wear pants, and they told her you can't wear pants, you have to wear a skirt. So the next day she came in without pants or a skirt, and just sat down ready in her makeup chair, ready to go. And they're like, "Okay, you can wear pants,"
that's awesome.
because back then ladies didn't wear pants.
Right. That's
Oh,
funny.
I had to wear dresses to school till I think like the 5th grade,
Yeah,
and then we were allowed to wear pants, but they had to be pantsuits.
Oh gosh.
and let me guess, were they polyester too?
Oh, of
Oh,
course,
yeah.
in southern Louisiana.
Yeah. Oh.
Style.
Yeah,
Mhm.
But we thought we were so cool because we could wear pants.
yeah. The 70s have a lot to answer for, except for the music.
Yes.
The music makes up for the fashion.
Yeah.
We had the best music of our generation. I'm convinced.
70s,
Sherry
80s.
says An American in Paris. Okay, I enjoy that.
That's a good.
But
The music.
I've only seen it one time, and it was like really, really late at night. And okay,
The dream sequence is too long.
yeah, and it's the American in Paris suite, which is this famous, beautiful Gershwin suite. But I was sitting there, and it was like 12:30 at night. I'm like, look, Gene, do you get together with the girl or don't you? Because I want to go to bed. Like, are we going to finish
Yeah.
this? You're going, man.
Rhapsody-
Good for you.
Rhapsody in Blue is one of my favorite songs of all time.
Oh yeah.
The Gershwins are brilliant, and also worked with Ian Fleming during the war.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I have no idea what most of what you just said for the last 10 minutes. So
Need some musicals in there, Amy.
I'm gonna watch Jaws again because 50th
rednecks
anniversary.
didn't watch musicals growing up, so I got nothing.
What?
My parents and my mom and my aunt used to go to the theater and watch all the movies, especially the musicals.
Well, my mom might
Don't
have,
money
but
for the theater.
They would sell food because my grandmother had 6 kids, so everybody got like one pork chop. And they would sell their pork chops for movie money, so they could go to the theater and watch a movie. So for a quarter, they would sell one of their brothers their pork chop, and then they could
That's
go
funny.
to the theater and watch a movie. And my mom and aunt would come home and describe the clothes, and then my grandmother, who was a seamstress,
Mm-hmm.
could make them just from pictures from the magazines or seeing the movies. So they had all homemade clothing because they had 6 kids and were poor. So So,
Well, I mean,
Right.
my mom used to sew my clothes, but that was because back then it was cheaper to make your clothes.
my mom did too
Not,
because
it's not now.
nope, not at all. All right. Are we
Okay.
good?
My back is
I
killing
think
me.
our chat's probably tired and Teresa hurts and I'm hungry. So we will talk to you guys next Monday. Be ready for Shark Week. We'll be going strong. So
Week.
we'll talk to you guys later.
See you guys then.
Bye.